all snuggle up in each other's arms. Do you mind if I stay by your side, just looking at you at the time goes by?
Hello, it's ArchieLuxury. How are you guys going today? How are you going? How's it? What's happening? It is fantastic to be here and having you guys on the stream. We love having you people here. That's what we want. We want you guys here. And we like to do it all. Let's have a talk. Why?
Come on, mate. I'm not like the shroom. The shroom. I'm not like the shroom. Answer me call, man. Come on. I'm a big fan, man. Come on. Answer the call, Arch. Love the pontiff. Love the pontiff.
There we go. Love the pontiff. Love the pontiff. Love the pontiff. That's what we like to do, my friend. Now, guys, we got some interesting developments overnight. My good friend, Paul Thorpe. I'm hoping to get Paul Thorpe on the stream very soon. I'm going to get Paul Thorpe on here. I love the Paul Thorpe. Good friend. I met him in London 2 years ago. That was 2022. Just one of the nicest gentlemen you'll ever meet. And I got to tell you, I met him there the second time. Lovely guy. And answer me call, man. Answer me. Look, I really love him. Paul Thorpe is a good guy. Now, I got an interesting email in. Basically, Digital Watch Vault is closing its doors. Fuck, I am so disappointed. I am really disappointed. I want to talk to Paul and find out what the hell has happened. Why did this happen? Why did it happen? I got to be totally honest with you. It's I don't know what went wrong with look, I think the economy is fucked in the watches. The watches is fucked. Okay? The watches is certainly fucked. It is fucked, okay? It's fucked. I get it. I gotta be totally honest with you there. Life is not always fucking easy, man. It's not always fucking easy. It's fucking bullshit at times. Thorpe, we want Thorpe on. I want to know what's. It's such a good idea. I don't know what went wrong. Well, I mean, the watch economy is fucked. I'll be honest with you. The watch business. It's the people who are in the watches now. They are the enthusiasts. Okay, that's who's there now. It's the enthusiasts. And look at this. Look at my collection there. These are enthusiast pieces. These are for enthusiasts. And I got to be honest with you, man. It is tough. It is tough. It's tough. Of course it's fucking tough. It's very fucking tough. And I The watch business is shit. I get it. I've got somebody else on here. Let's have a look here. Hey, Watch Nick. How are you?
Archie, my good friend Archie. How are
My
you?
good friend Watch Nick. How are you?
Yeah.
Watch
good
Nick,
friends.
what's happened? The digital watch vault has closed, and I don't think there's anything sinister because they weren't charging any money.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's just a sign of the times. Like the watch.
It's hard, and you can only try your best, you know? And some things are shitters, you know?
How are you going? Tell me this. Are you coming back? What's happening with you?
It's hard, Archie. It's hard. I did get a new watch, though. I got a new watch.
Yes. But you were doing the streaming. What happened to your streams?
We can only try our best, Archie. What do I do? What do I do? Really, what do I do? What do I do?
Yeah. We've got a super chat in from Patel Philippe, $5. Watch Nick, why are you wearing the fuckboy watch? Put on the Explorer 40, man. What watch did you get? Tell me the story.
You know what I did, Archie? I actually traded in a lot of my shitters, and I went to a gray dealer. I'm usually like really pro AD, you know, but I traded in my shitters and I upgraded them into a white gold Oyster Flex Yachtmaster 42.
Fuck, that's not a cheap watch. That's a very, very expensive watch.
I'm happy with it. You know what? I kind of got a little lowballed on the trade-in. You know what I mean? Because they got to make their money. But you know what? I got some money back, and I needed the money, so I got money back and the watch. So I was happy.
I can't believe it. You actually did that?
I did, Archie. I did. I can show you. Give me a sec. I can.
Sure. Let's
wearing
have a
it
look
now.
at this. I can't believe it, man.
Let's see. Boom.
Fuck, that's a really expensive watch. That's not cheap. That's not garbage.
I'm poor too. I'm like actually really poor, Archie. I'm super poor.
Nobody is really poor when you own a
Yeah,
gold.
it's kind of a shtick, right? It's kind of a shtick.
Yeah.
That's why we love you, Archie. You're the best. The original.
Hang on, we've got a very, very special guest. Just hang on there. We have got, ladies and gentlemen, we have the man of the moment.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Paul Thorpe has agreed to come on as a special favor to me. Paul, how are you going, man? How was your Christmas?
Brilliant, Paul. Yeah, really good, mate. Had a lovely family Christmas. Yeah, nice, mate. Enjoyed it. Very busy, but lovely.
No, that is absolutely fantastic. What? Tell me, Paul, I got an email last night. It came out, which was saying that digital watch vault. What's happened? Tell me what's happened, Paul.
Well, I guess you've read the email. That pretty much covers the fact that the vault is closed. I mean, look, Paul, I suppose for me, the press is off because, you know, I'm no longer in the watch space. Excuse my voice, and I haven't been for a while. You know,
I thought digital. I got to be honest with you, Paul. Before we say anything, you got all these fuckwits out there. He scammed them. It was free. Who's got scammed? Who got scammed when it was fucking free? Do you understand that?
Well, look, Paul, the one thing that I can say is that
just 1 minute. Patel Philippe, $100. Thorpe, Happy New Year.
Thank you, mate.
Well, $100 super chat from Patel.
Thank you very much.
Paul, I actually love digital. I thought digital watch vault, and I told you this personally, I thought it was a really, really good idea.
Yeah.
And I gotta be honest with you there. I don't know why is it closed down? I don't understand, Paul. What the fuck has happened?
Well, I think there's a number of reasons, Paul. I mean, firstly, I'd like to say that I'm very proud of what we achieved. I'm very proud of the people that were involved.
Yes.
Wonderful people that put thousands of hours and work and effort into it. excuse me, many thousands of dollars, many thousands of dollars
Yes.
of our own money to try and make it work. The platform worked beautifully. The software worked beautifully. Everything about it was pretty much perfect. I mean, look.
So why kill it off? Why not just keep it going?
Well, I think there's a number of reasons, Paul. I think probably the biggest reason is the sudden change in the market. No, that's actually probably the second biggest reason.
Okay.
And I'm speaking, this is my opinion. I mean, I actually haven't had really any involvement with the vault now for about 6 or 8 months.
Yeah. Were you an owner of the business? You had a percentage of the vault?
I don't want to go into that too much, Paul, because that's not really my business to be saying at the moment. What I can say is that I'm very proud to say that not one of the people, not a single penny, not a single dime was lost by anyone watching this channel right now.
No.
Not a single penny.
It was
completely free.
Paul, this is the hilarious thing. This is what makes me laugh. You've got these fuckwits who are just real fucking nasty pieces of fucking shit. Go and say, I told you so. It was a scam. It was this. You know what? What a bunch of fucking assholes. They just naysayers. They just want everything to Paul. I got to tell you, the watch market itself, it has dramatically changed. And I'll be honest with you, Paul, my revenue, let me tell you this, okay? My revenue from last year halved. So I do 6 month, I look at 6 month trend, right? 1 year ago, I got a certain figure. The next 6 months after that, so from July to December was a certain figure. Then from January to June, it dropped 20%.
Yeah.
And guess what? The next 6 months, it dropped 30% from that. So I'm actually half of last. I'll be honest with you. Now, everyone says, Arch, you're still making the money. Well, let me tell you something. You know, last financial year, I paid out $40,000 in wages.
Yeah.
$40,000. Not to mention my travel bill for going to different locations was about another $30,000. And I got to tell you something, Paul. What happened to me? I was going to New York Watch Show this year.
Yeah.
I'd already bought the ticket. So what I like to do is I go to Hong Kong first, because it's such a fucking long 22-hour flight is awful. Stay in Hong Kong for a couple of days, then I'll fly to New York. And I'd already bought the Hong Kong component because I got it it was partially points. And then when I looked at the figures, I was doing my accounting, I realized I even had Tan was going to pay for my flight from Hong Kong to New York, but it's the fact that New York is 250, 300 pound a night. You understand? Like it's so expensive there. And Uber from the airport to the city is 160 Australian dollars, 200 Australian dollars. And then they want a tip.
It's not cheap.
And they want a tip. And they want a tip. Fuck.
Paul, let me give you some thoughts on the vault and one or two bits and pieces that you might find interesting. I mean, for me personally, it's a bit of a weight off my shoulders in the respect that one of our biggest costs was security. Security was absolutely key. Obviously, we couldn't have people's details being hacked or the platform being hacked. So the cost of security was many, many thousands of dollars a month that we were basically, we're footing the bill ourselves. Okay. Not a problem. We knew what we was getting into. And we was happy to do that. What we wanted to do was give the watch community something that was genuinely going to slow down, even halt potentially the rate of watch crime and watch theft nefarious behaviour by watch dealers.
Can I
and
say
I've-
something to you, Paul?
Go on, Paul.
I just want to tell you, Paul, I really salute you guys there. I think you guys tried an honest. This was something unique for the community. It was a good thing. There's a lot of jealous fucks in the community. Let me just say that. They're just nasty, negative pieces of shit. And I got to tell you this, Paul. Paul, I think you did it. You guys should be very proud of what you did. Not one person lost money. Now, that doesn't mean the investors didn't. I mean, obviously, you invested money and it hasn't turned out for you. However, in business, you make decisions, you try something, it doesn't always work out. I think if you would have launched Digital Watch Vault 2 years before, it would have been, you would have got that momentum. I think what you're saying is it didn't get that momentum because the market was changing. Is that fair to say?
That's partly fair to say, Paul, but I'm going to be honest with you, drop a bit of a bombshell here tonight. And I'm going to be honest with you why, in the end, we felt that we was throwing good money after bad in the respect that, here's the deal, it wasn't the public that let us down. We had many, many, many thousands of people that had registered on the vault.
Yes.
I'm not sure of the final figures, but I believe it would have been hundreds of thousands of watches registered on the vault.
Okay, got you.
The public's response wasn't the issue.
No.
The issue came, and I'm reluctant to share this, but I'm going to share it.
Sure.
The reluctance came from dealers to join. Now that's for a number of reasons. I knew I was bought into the vault because I know watch dealers. And I know that by nature, they're very busy and they're quite lazy.
Yes.
And I always knew that getting dealers to sign up and adopt the vault was going to be problematic.
Yeah.
What I didn't bank on, what I didn't bank on, Paul, was the amount of dealers who I felt didn't want to join because the system worked too well.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Paul. Let me just catch up on these super chats here. We got Red Shovel, £2. It was a decent idea, but so poorly implemented. Look, Red, I think some ways you try an idea, you know, I think sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think the timing, Red, is probably more so. Patel Philippe, $10. Thorpe, I don't get it. You guys go out and put your own dollars on the line to create a legitimate business venture. Why the shade from these other fuckwits? Must be people who've never created a business on their own.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen any feedback at all because I don't follow any of the watch stuff.
You know, your boyfriend Tim, he's saying blue murder, screaming, I told you so. What a sharp, what a con man. Another one bites the dust.
Look, good luck to him. I mean, if he can grift a few quid from his viewers by telling a load of more lies, good luck to him. I mean, look, what has Tim ever done for the watch community? We done our best, Archie. We done our best.
Total waste of fucking space. We've got another super chat here. Diapter75, £2. Paul, why not one dealer uploaded their inventory? You had some dealers who did.
Oh, I think we had about 300.
Yeah. The Watch Colony, $10. Starting any business from scratch is extremely hard and few have the balls to do it. That's
you know what, Paul? We don't actually consider that it was a business. We considered it a service that we hoped would eventually pay for itself.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I can only speak for myself now. I feel slightly let down by the dealers.
Yeah.
But most of the dealers that you guys will know, and I won't name any of them, but most of the guys that you will know were happy to join the vault, did join the vault, took part in the vault, and that's because they do things properly. what we did come up against is dealers like, I don't know, one of Timmy's mates, that Vinny, you know, some 2-bob watch dealer that nobody's ever heard of, was telling the world that the digital watch vault was no. Well, why didn't he want to put his watches within the vault? That's a question for him. Why would any watch dealer not want to be able to check if they're selling their client a stolen watch or if they're buying a stolen watch?
We got another super chat. JD Montreal, $7. The best show on the planet. Good to see you, Thorpe.
Thank you,
and
mate.
We've got Red Shovel, £2. Because it was a nightmare to upload watches. I disagree, Red Shovel. I did it. Let me tell you, I'm a lazy fuck. You know, as a YouTube presenter, I'm a lazy fuck. I did it live on air. And do you want to know something? I couldn't see. That was so simple. You put the model, the brand, the serial number, brand, model, serial number, couple photos, boom. It was fucking Red
when
Shovel.
When I got the hang of it, Paul.
Easier.
When I got the hang of it, I was able to upload a watch every 2 minutes.
Yeah. No. I think you're 60 seconds. I think I added one, but
yeah, it was easy, very simple.
I want to ask you this: will digital watch vault? Can it come back? Could it be resurrected in the future, or is it?
I mean, look, Paul. You know, the software and the platform. We have a patent pending on that. That belongs to us. So, you know, we still have a very valuable asset that could be used in another industry, in another sphere.
I think the problem is, you know what I think the problem is? You guys are not IT people. And when you have to pay professionals to do the security and the things you're talking of, that can hemorrhage money. You can really hemorrhage money. You know, I think that's probably the biggest issue is that.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think.
I mean, look, Paul. Let me tell you, we did everything right from insurance. We was insured up to the hilt. Yeah. On behalf of every member, our security was Pentagon-like. I mean, it was ridiculous, the security. Yeah. But look, we did everything with the best interests of the watch community at heart.
Best intentions.
If anyone's not happy, we'll give them their money back.
Well, they didn't pay anything, Paul.
Exactly.
I mean, I must say, why didn't you? I want to ask you this: why didn't you try and sell this business off? I'm sure it was still quite sellable. Did you think about selling it off?
Well, that will be down to the guys that own. The guys that own it to discuss. It's not for me to discuss.
I think
Paul.
It's still okay.
It's a very valuable asset. Put it that way. It's a valuable asset.
I kind of. I'll be honest with you, Paul. I'm really saddened when I got the email in. We got another super chat. Red Shovel, £2. How can data be deleted and bleached on blockchain?
You need to speak to the experts in the field.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you. I added all my watches there. All my stolen watches were put in there, and I have no security concerns whatsoever.
Yeah.
We got Patel Philippe, $5. Thorpe, do feel a world without digital watch vault is not a safer world for watch collectors? Should the idea continue in some other form?
Look, I'll repeat what I said earlier on. The platform, the concept, the whole thing worked very, very well, and it worked beautifully for our members. But when you've got a large percentage of the industry that doesn't want to participate, that gives you a problem.
I want to tell you something in a minute. JT, $2. You should have hired Arch. He's an IT expert. Look, I'm not that level type IT person. I did something else, but I would have thought you should have gone to Tan. You should have got Tan involved. He's a business. The guy's got a Lamborghini, for fuck's sake. That's all the business credentials you need to know. He could have helped you steer this in the right way. I really think you should have spoke to Tan. But let me say this to you. One thing I will say is this. I think, Paul, there's resistance, not just from dealers, from the big brands. Let me tell you a story. Not one of my watches that was stolen. And by the way, there's some real nasty fuckwits out there. They're saying Archie's got his watches back. It was all fake insurance scam. Well, just out of interest there, Paul Thorpe, you know how much insurance I got back on the watches?
Oh, none, I don't suppose.
Zero, because
Yeah.
I had $5,000 worth of jewelry and watch cover. I actually put the claim. I got $5,000 back for some of my wife's jewelry. So I didn't actually get 1 cent for any watch that was stolen. Let me tell you this. I really believe the best thing the makers can do. You know who I think is actually the most proactive maker for watch theft, Paul?
Go on.
Okay, I'm going to show this picture to you because I think I'm just going to let me call this up. I want to show you this because I think this company has probably got the best idea as far as theft goes in the world for luxury watches. It's an old company. This is Breguet. Now, did you know each Breguet has a unique serial number on the fucking dial? See that? This is my Breguet. It's a Breguet 7057. It's got a unique, that is the serial number, 716. And I got to tell you, Paul, so many makers, they don't give a fuck. And the funny thing is, Paul, they could easily, the makers are not proactive. They just fob me off. I remember I spoke to Rolex. They fob, oh, we'll keep an eye out in Australia. I said, what about internationally? Oh, we didn't think about that. What do you mean by you didn't think about it? You think that the companies are so behind the times.
Well, this is the deal, Paul. Look, you're absolutely right. Look, we was trying to revolutionise the watch world, watch theft and watch crime. Now, when the big players don't want to play, it's difficult. And I'll tell you why. Because look, what happens? Look, we won't mention a brand. Let's call a brand, I don't know, whatever you like. Yeah, the widget brand, right? Mm-hmm. If people are stealing lots of the widget brand watches, what do when that watch is stolen? They go and buy another one.
It's in their interest to do nothing.
Watch theft pays the manufacturers. Watch theft pays, I'm afraid to say, some nefarious watch dealers. Now, at the end of the day, all of the good dealers, most of the good dealers, the vast majority of the good dealers that I associate with and I knew and worked with, they were all happy to join. When we got down to the brass bones of it, when we was getting into certain areas, in certain places, in certain countries, the door slammed shut.
Let me ask you something, Paul. Obviously, I got to tell you, I'm really proud that you tried this idea. And I think you've got to really just take it on the chin and say, look, I tried my best. I think, to be honest with you, your timing was lousy because the market was going into decline.
Well, that happened halfway through development, Paul.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I think the problem is, I want to say this, I'm not having a go at you, but I want to be honest. I think you were too picky. You should have got the product up much, much earlier. You wanted to get that critical mass. Now, admittedly, at the time, we didn't know the market was collapsing.
Yeah.
Paul, the market has really come back a lot. You know this as well as I do. The Swiss watch industry is in real trouble because what's happened is the cost of production has gone up for most manufacturers. The manufacturing costs are higher.
Yeah.
And the consumers, they've got less money to spend because of cost of living and interest rate. Cost of money is so much more expensive now. It is a very hard time in the watch industry. Paul, what are you doing yourself there? You're not doing watch YouTube. You're doing more political commentary.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that?
I get less grief.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
No, I mean, look, Paul, that's something completely different.
Yeah.
But look,
I'm sad to see you gone, Paul. I really, you know, all your videos you made, can you going to put them back up? Maybe you should make the Paul Thorpe watch channel or something like that, because they were so good, Paul.
Do you know what, Paul? Honestly, I met some of the best people I've ever met in my
Yeah.
life in the watch business and on YouTube. But I also came across some of the worst. Some of the nastiest, most vicious, vindictive, horrible people that I've ever met in my life. And I just want to wash my whole hands of the whole thing. They frankly, and people can hate on me for saying this, but I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
The way I felt towards the end of talking about watches on YouTube, I genuinely felt they didn't deserve my input.
Ah, fuck, Paul.
They didn't deserve my input.
Super chat from Apes Thorpe. Unfortunately, your heart wasn't in it. You was talking about hopefully being bought out. You wanted to cash out. What happened to 4 year? Look, Apes.
I'd like to know where he gets that information. I mean, he's telling me things that I don't know myself there. So
that's we got Patel Philippe $5. Thorpe, best content was from the original videos from the car as the watch
when
dealer.
I was dealing, definitely, I agree. Yeah, when I was actually dealing.
Paul, so what do you have to say to the community? The community really wants to know what to say there. So number one, nobody lost money, and number two, the data has been removed, so you've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, nobody's lost a single penny, Paul. I am very, very proud, and I wouldn't change a thing of what we did. We tried. If you don't try in life, you don't succeed. You don't do anything without trying. Has it failed? If people want to use the word failure, be my guest. That's fine. If they get off on that, happy days. It hasn't affected my life. It hasn't affected anyone else's life. No. It's not the first thing that I've gone into that hasn't worked, but if at first you fail, you try again and you get something else right, you know. So look, at the end of the day, it's no big deal to us. Is it annoying? Frankly, it's actually less work for me now. I'm pleased for me personally, because I'm very busy doing other things. But I'm very sorry for Steve in particular. Many of you will have met Steve in the past, one of the nicest, kindest Christian gentlemen that you'll ever wish to meet in your life. A beautiful family. And, you know, it would have been nice if this would have worked long term for Steve more than anyone. Steve put almost 3 years of blood, sweat and tears into this. And that's why I used to get a bit frustrated when people were attacking it, because they weren't really damaging me. It didn't really make any difference to my life. Whether the vault failed or worked wasn't really going to change my life, but it was going to change Steve's, because he was the one developing the software that could eventually go off and be sold elsewhere to different areas, different industries. And that could still happen, but it's put Steve back. And for me, that's a real shame, because he's a lovely, lovely human being.
Yeah. It's I think I might have met him actually.
Very nice guy, Steve. Very nice guy.
And I've got to tell you, I find it very sad myself that I think the world is going to be a lesser place without digital watch fold.
Well, I think any industry is a lesser place.
The only thing I would say is, Paul, what you should have done is, when it's closed, you should have put a big. If I type in digital watch fold, it comes up as a blank screen. You should have had a screen saying, "Look, unfortunately."
Yeah, Paul, none of that's anything to do with me. I haven't, as I said, I'm going to repeat what I said earlier. I have had no input into the digital watch fold now for about 6 or 8 months.
Okay.
I'm just a sleeping.
Yeah, because I think that they should have put an explanation, or just so that you got a corporate presence, and they said, look, unfortunately, Paul, how bad is the watch market? Seriously, I'm talking about the secondary market. How bad is it, Paul?
Do you know what, Paul? I have not watched the video. I've not looked at watch prices. I'm trying to win our country back here, Paul. I haven't got time for watches anymore. We've got a communist government in charge here. We got grannies freezing to death here. We've got people losing businesses. We've got people going out of business.
Let me tell you this. My auntie died in the UK, and she'd spent all her life mainly in Australia, but she went back to England. And I got to tell you something. My dad actually inherited all her things. And, you know, he was taxed 40%. Just a middle-class person.
Yeah,
40% death duties.
Yeah.
40%. Man, I got to be totally honest with you. That is fucking ridiculous.
What's the inheritance tax in Australia, Paul?
Okay. Here, Paulie. Look at this, Paulie. Zero.
Yeah.
We did away with that archaic tax years ago.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Taxed on the money that you've paid tax on all your life.
Well, look at it this way, Paul. I gotta be to be honest with you there, it is really, really poorly. It is really, really it's really upsetting, Paul. The death duties is such an archaic tax. You know what I mean? It's such a fucking horrible thing. And I got to be honest with you, it really, you know, you have income tax, you have GST, that's like our VAT. You've got capital gains tax. When the fuck do they stop taxing you? You understand? And the big thing I always said was, you know, with wristwatches, a wristwatch virtually needs a passport where it says, boom, tax was paid in the UK, tax was paid in England, the US, tax was paid in this country, so that because these products, they're getting taxed every fucking time. And I got to be honest with you, Paul, I'm going to share something with you from one of my political idols. I don't want to say political things, but this particular lady, yes, it's a lady. She said the problem with socialism is you eventually run out of other people's money to spend.
Exactly.
You know, that was Margaret Thatcher. She said the problem with socialism is eventually you run out of other people's money to spend. And I always believe in generosity to the poor, and you've got to help people. Yes, I do. But that doesn't mean that the rich are evil. Companies like Rolls-Royce, Bentley, fine watchmakers, they keep many, many, many people employed.
Yeah. Paul, let me tell you a little story. Let me tell you something. Right, okay. So what I can tell you is this: since we're not going to go down a political route, but whilst we're talking about this, since at the change of government here back in May, I've lost 6 or 7 very close business associates who have gone abroad.
Sure.
They've sold their businesses and gone. My own daughter is moving to Spain in January or February. And the Spanish embassy told my son-in-law that they're getting between 300 and 400 applicants every day from British business people leaving the UK. Now, they've risen the national insurance, which means that when you employ people, the national insurance that you have to pay is higher, and it's getting higher and higher to the point where we've got a major problem. But look, Paul, at the end of the day, that's another story, but that's what I'm busy doing now. I'm busy, you know, with the political side of things, which I enjoy. It's good fun. I've met some really good people, some people that I never actually thought I'd ever get to meet as well, you know. So it's more exciting for sure. I don't miss it at all. I certainly don't miss the drama and the grief. And frankly, mate, I've got to tell you, there's some real funny people in this business.
Yes. Let me catch up on some super chats. We got Dopter 75, £2. Paul, why was Digital Watch Vault taken down so abruptly?
You'd have to refer to the email that was sent out.
Patel Philippe, $5. Thorpe, nothing wrong with being bought out. That's the end game for all businesses. Again,
Yeah.
people who don't understand business. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Lord Charfield, £2. UK working class needs. Paul Thorpe.
Thank you, mate.
We've got Kelski, £5. Not every business works, but you have to try. Some people can live in a flat, belong to the parents, and survive on pay, on wife's pay. One eye communist. That's from Chelsea. We got, here's our friend OC, original OC, $5. I know Paul in these videos on Watch Crime came from sincere concern for the victims. No conspiracy, and Paul's support for Digital Watch Vault came with good intention. I think that is the point. That is, OC, that is a very nice comment to say.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
And I think that is true. I know Paul in these videos on Watch Crime came from sincere concern for the victims. No conspiracy. Look, basically, let's be completely honest. You tried a business. It cost a lot of money. It wasn't making the return. It wasn't making a return. It was costing a lot of money. It felt like you weren't getting support from the dealer base. What you really need is a dealer base to support you.
Yeah.
So the business decision was made. Let's stop the business now.
Yeah, I think the dealer base was the big problem, Paul, not the general public. They adopted it beautifully. The dealer base was the problem.
Yeah.
You know, when you put something in front of someone that you know works, you show them how it works, you show them why it will benefit their customers, you show them why it will benefit their business, and then you tell them it's free and they still don't want it, you got a problem.
Paulie, maybe you should have charged a low fee just to...
Well, we considered that, Paul, but at the end of the day,
you tried. You know what? I got to tell you, Paul, I love capitalism. You know what I love about capitalism? It gives everyone a chance to try something.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? And I got to take my hat off to you. No one lost money. When I say no one, this was the customers, right?
Yeah.
The only people who lost money are the people who were the owners of Digital Watch Vault, and they made a business decision to stop the business, which is within their right. They've got every right to do that. But no conspiracy theory, nothing nasty. This is just the honest.
Paul, look, if anyone comes up with any conspiracy theories, they're welcome to them, because ultimately that's exactly what they'll be, conspiracy theories. If someone can bring to me anyone from the community that lost money or that paid us money, bring them forward. And there won't be anyone. Nobody lost any goods. Nobody lost any money. Nobody lost anything. So look, if people want to make stuff up, let them get on with it. Happy days. Let them have their fun, and they'll move on to something else next week.
Yeah. Why do you think people are so nasty? Why are they so nasty in this community?
Paul, I couldn't tell you, because I don't have that much hate in my heart.
Rich Mitch, £2. A lot of problems Thorpe mentions are Brexit related. Possibly. Patel Philippe, $5. Thorpe, bit off topic, but that party at BQ during the summer was really fun. Spencer was a great host. Yeah. How is Spencer going?
Yeah, I mean, I don't speak to him as often as I used to, obviously, because, you know, we're very busy men. Unfortunately, I've not lost contact, but I just don't have the time to socialise like I used to and get out and about. But look, I've got nothing but good things to say about all the people that I used to say good things about. All of the dealers that I used to say were good guys, they remain good guys. They've always been good guys, and they've always had the best interests of their business and their customers at heart. Unfortunately, when I stepped outside of that sphere, that bubble of group of people that I've known very well, I found other people that weren't perhaps who were perhaps operating in a slightly different fashion to the one that we were used to.
We got Panerai Ferrari $2. If you don't charge, how were you going to make money?
The funny thing is, we never actually really, you can call this naive, but we never really actually looked at how we was going to make money. Our aim was to break even. Our aim was to break even, to prove the concepts of the software, and the software, that's where the value will be in, so that we could sell the software to
and I got to say
companies.
also, the other thing is too, you could also put advertising once it had gotten certain level on the website itself. There's web advertising, not to mention you could offer insurance services to members. You needed to get that critical core up, and it never hit that critical core. That's I can see it a mile away. So Panerai Ferrari, I mean, I understand they were trying to get this big critical core, and then they could offer insurance deals. Because I remember talking to you about this months ago, when it first came out. There was many synergies that could have gone on there. Paul, let me ask you something. Are you interested? This is just a side tangent. You can say no if you want to, because I haven't spoken to you about this before. I'm looking at getting my dad. He's 76 years old. He's always loved politics. He's a UK citizen and an Aussie. He watched Sky. He's a Sky News man. Okay, Sky. You know Sky?
Sky Australia or Sky UK?
Sky Australia.
Okay, yeah.
But my old man came from a left-wing background, and he's become right-wing because the left-wing, it's a long story, okay? Would you be interested in doing some commentary work? He's trying to get a news show going. Would you be interested in doing maybe once a week in the colonies? This is what's happening in Australia, like a touch-up.
If I can help him out, Paul, you know I will. I'm always up for helping someone out.
Because he's an educated guy. He's an educated guy. He loves England, but you know, he actually wanted to move to England because he's got Australian and UK citizenship. And the thing is, houses are actually quite affordable in England compared to Australia. But he doesn't want to go back there for the simple reason inheritance tax is so big, and he doesn't feel safe in the UK.
Yeah, you don't want to come back here, Paul. I'll tell you that.
Understand? But so look, Paulie, I'll talk to you about that off camera in the future. I'd like to maybe have an Australian update. We could have it on both channels, your channel and I've got another channel I'm trying to work with him. But I got to tell you, Paul, seriously, Paul, you know what? You're a good fucking guy. I love you, Paulie. You have always been. I met you. I met a lot of people in this space, and I tell you, the most genuine, the nicest person I ever met in the YouTube personality space would be you. Oh, and I was shocked. I thought you were a bit flash. I'll be honest with you. I didn't like you. I thought you were a bit of a flash Harry. I thought, who's this geezer? But I tell you, I met you. You looked after me first trip, and then I had some, I've had personal problems, the burglary, and then I had the death of my son. And let's face it, Paulie, we've both had sons who have fucking been, I miss my son. And some fucking assholes have said to me, I tried to cash in on my son's death. Can you honestly believe that fucking filth out of their mouth? I mean, I'd give all my watches, all my money to have that boy back.
Of course, yeah.
And I got to tell you, Paulie, it's I tell you honestly, you're one of the nicest guys. I tell you, I've also, the watch space is shrinking, Paul. I'll be honest. It is what it is, right? I never believed my own bullshit. It would get bigger. You see people who were saying it's going to get bigger. It's like many fads, yo-yos, hula hoops, luxury watches. Okay. The real enthusiast who likes them is still there.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, Paul Thorpe, let me just get your opinion on something, if you don't mind. I want to get your opinion because you're out of the watches, which is good. I have rebuilt my watch collection. This is actually my 8 pieces. What do you think? Can you please tell me
Let me
What
have a
do
look.
you think?
So
That's the
you got an
geezers.
Explorer, Submariner. I can just about. You
Ceramic.
got a Langer there. Is that a Langer?
No, that's a
Para-
Breguet at the back. Breguet.
No, down the. What's that? Oh, it's a Zenith.
Yeah, Zenith. That's a Zenith.
Yeah.
Open heart.
Patek World Time at the top. Is that?
Yep, and a solid gold Jaeger LeCoultre master compressor too.
Yeah, very nice, Paul. Yeah, very nice. If I was going to lose any of them, which would it be? Well, none of them really. They're all nice pieces. Yeah.
And you know what? I bought them for me. People give me shit about the Zenith. They've given me shit about the JLC. You know that JLC there, Paul? That was £8,000. Solid rose gold. Column wheel, vertical clutch chronograph.
That's a big watch for the money, Paul.
And I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
I'm not losing the weight.
That's a lot of watch for the money.
I'm not losing the weight. I got to tell you. And I got to tell you, Paulie, the latest watch I got there was, the latest watch, of course, was that Breguet. That's the Breguet 7057. That's the latest piece I just fell in love with it, Paul.
Yes,
these watches here, massive on the secondhand market. They're like a third of retail. Fucking,
yeah.
You know, they're just absolutely beautiful piece, Paulie. And you know, when I was in England with you last trip, I got to tell you, Paul, the reality is I realized the truth. I wore this Breguet. Remember the gold Breguet I had on my wrist?
I do, yeah.
I actually traded that to get the other Breguet, but you know what I decided, Paul? Fuck it. I used a credit card and I used a home equity line of credit. I'm buying this back. It's coming back next week. I can't live without it, Paulie. Okay, I can't live without it. This was you know, you're looking about £8,000 or actually cheaper. Actually, sorry, this watch here is £7,000, Paulie.
Who did you sell it to, Paul? Who did you sell it to?
There's actually a dealer friend. He's selling it back to me. He's buying a Maserati. He's buying a Maserati. And he said, I said, look, if you're buying a Maserati, you must be a bit short of money. I want my Breguet back. He said, okay, you have it back at what you sold it to me for. No questions. I love it, Paulie. I love this watch. This is, to me, I love the Breguet. I got to tell you, it's the enthusiasts who keep the hobby going. They're still there, Paulie. I want to ask you this, Paulie. Are you going to make more watch videos, Paulie? Can we get you back on there? What about your library? Can you put them on the ArchieLuxury channel or start another channel? People loved your old videos, Paulie. They have value.
Paul,
value.
Paul, you know, it's a decision that I'll make down the line somewhere. You know, as I said, you know, I fell out of love with the watch community a bit because I felt that I don't want to go into it, but at the end of the day, look, Paul, you know, there's people out there that should concentrate. If they concentrate on their own lives and their own businesses,
Paul,
as much as they do,
you ever meet.
As much as they do on other people's.
I have never met such assholes in my life in the watch community. They are just narcissistic, sour fucks. And these people pretended to be my friends at one stage. You know what I mean? Like, Paulie, I don't know what it is. It's worse than the football hooligans. At least, you know, it is just absolutely crazy. I've got another super chat here. Let's have a look here. Sam Davidson, £10. I think people will be more concerned about whether the data was truly deleted and how the data was used. Who gives, Sam? The data's being deleted. Who gives a fuck? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? What are they going to do with this data? I mean, absolutely.
With all due respect, you know, people have always got a goddamn concern. They're concerned about everything. You know, look, at the end of the day, the data we've done everything properly to the tune of thousands of dollars every month. What do you think we're going to do? Print out all the details, take them down the local dump and put them on the pile for anyone to find? This is being bleached and completely
And to be
cleaned
completely
properly.
honest with you, if you want to know who rich people are, why don't you find out who the people who own S-Class Mercedes, who own Ferraris? I mean, fuck me dead. I mean, a list is a list. So what? So what? Your list is a list. Who cares?
Do you know
They get
what, Paul? Do you know what? I've got to say this, Paul. I've got to tell you this, right? The hoo-ha that people made about data collecting, giving their email address away. These are the same people whose data is all over the
worthless.
internet, being sold by one group or another. Your emails, your addresses, your details are known by whoever wants them. That's the bottom line. And people were worried about saying, "Oh, I don't want to give you an email address. I don't want you to know my my telephone number." Well, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's not. Don't worry.
No, they're just lunatics. We've got Madman gifted 20 ArchieLuxury live stream memberships. Thank you, Madman. And Madman's got he's got a $10 message here. Happy New Year's Eve day here in Oz. Awesome to see Thorpe here. Hope everyone has an amazing 2025. Great vid, Arch. And he's donated 40 memberships. Holy
wow,
fuck.
lovely.
Paul Thorpe, I want to ask you something. What watch are you wearing now? What watches do you love? What do you love? What are you wearing?
I'm not wearing anything right now, Paul. I'm at home. I mean, I don't change my security. I still don't keep any watches at home. So, you know.
What makes you happy? What do you love? What do you love, Paulie?
What, watch-wise?
Yeah, what do you love now? What's your watch of the moment? I wanted my Breguet back. There you go. That's mine. I wanted this Breguet back. I thought, fuck it, I want it back.
The only watch I'm ever really interested in is the one the bastard stole off my wrist.
Yeah.
That's the only watch that I would ever, you know, that watch
me. You mean?
Yeah, my mum and dad bought me that. Well, money they left me, and you know, nothing will ever replace that watch.
Paulie, I had my granddad's inheritance was the world time that was stolen. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
You know, it hurts, Paulie. It hurts. It really hurts. And you know what, Paulie? I think it's a very, very tricky thing. Paul, I wanted to ask you something there with the
I just lost you there, Paul. You froze, mate. Paul, is that your connection or mine?
I don't think there's anything you can do, Paulie. I think it's fucked.
Sorry, Paul. I lost you completely there,
I
mate.
think politics is lost. I can't see anything. I've become apolitical because I don't think you can do anything.
Well, I mean, look, Paul,
system is fucked.
You could be right. You could.
I mean, how many years have we got left? I got 20 good years left before I'm my dad's age. I can't be fucked. It's just so difficult. Politics and the world itself there. I just want to have some enjoyment myself, Paulie.
The thing is, Paul, I agree. Look, Paul, I agree with you. And it would be very easy for someone of my age to sit back, say nothing and do nothing.
Yeah.
But if you do that, all you're doing is you're leaving the battle for your children.
Yeah.
So we can't do that, Paul. You know, when we see things that are wrong, we have to speak out against them, because otherwise all you're doing is passing the buck on to the next generation.
You know, I tell you, I'm very angry in the society we live. The big thing I can't stand is the cameras in the UK. You have cameras for parking offences, cameras for speeding, cameras for seatbelt, cameras for this. You know, why do you need to take photos of law-abiding citizens constantly? Let me tell you something. You can criticize. I spent a fair bit of time in China. They've got cameras everywhere. But guess what? They don't have speed cameras. They got cameras. If someone burgles your house, they know who burgled. They're over there and got them. You understand? And I got to be totally honest with you. Here, the burglary, okay, the police were nice to me. They did fucking nothing. Got nothing fucking back. But if I drive my motor car on the highway 10 kilometers over the limit, photo, I'm public enemy number fucking 1.
Mm.
You know, it's absolute joke, Paul.
Yeah.
The priorities of these governments, I'll be honest with you.
Well, the priority of the governments, Paul, is to take as much money off of us as they can.
Exactly. I find it really upsetting. And
well, we need to get back to basics, Paul. We need to get about looking after the people that need looking after. But
Paul,
look, you know,
we
it is
have
what
a
it
terrible
is.
situation in Australia at the moment. I never can understand this. We are the lucky country, okay? Okay. Once we ran away from England, we were the lucky country. And you know, we got people sleeping in cars in Australia. The housing crisis is so bad. And these aren't just drug addicts or drunks. I'm talking about people who have jobs, are homeless. We've got a vacancy rate less than 2% at times. It is fucking ridiculous. You think to yourself, you know what, Paul? All you need is a divorce, a relationship breakdown, loss of job, and any one of us could become homeless, Paul.
Yeah.
And that is so damn sad. You know what I mean? It is such a sad thing. And I don't know what's happened in this world, Paulie. It's
Paul, the population there is growing so quickly that they just can't cope. I mean, the youngsters today can't get a mortgage. They certainly can't. There's no real prospects of them buying their first home anymore. But you know, look, as I said, I could pack up work tomorrow, go and buy a place in Spain, go and lay on the beach for the rest of my life.
I don't blame you. We've got a super chat, Mr. C, $1. Guys, if you have a question for Paul, I think Paul needs to go to bed soon. If you have a question for Paul, super chat now, and we'll get it read immediately.
Get it in, because I'm flagging here. It's gone midnight.
It's gone midnight. He's getting to sleep. Paulie, I got to tell you a big thank you for coming on the stream. It's been an absolute honor to have you.
Paul, look, when you asked me, I had to say yes, because, you know, look, you're the only person I would have done this for. And, you know, you deserve an explanation, and I'm happy to give it to you.
Look, Paul, I must say, I'm really sad. I'll be honest with you. How do I feel about Digital Watch Vault closing? I tell you honestly, I'm really sad because
It's a shame, Paul. It's a shame. It's
Paul,
a big loss. It's a big loss to the community.
It really is. And I got to tell you something. The problem in this community is there's so many narcissistic people who always want to pull an idea down because they're not cashed in on it. And you are 100% right. I've never met such nice people, and I met such fucking horrible people in my life. It's like Charles Dickens. It's the best of times. It's the worst of times. A tale of two cities. You know, it's just fucking. It is crazy. The important thing is, how are you? You're okay? You're happy? You're healthy and happy?
Yeah, mate, I'm all good. To be honest, I've never been happier. I mean, look, Paul, I just want to finish by saying this. Look, I don't wish ill on anyone, even the people, the detractors, the naysayers, the people that have caused trouble. I don't wish ill on any of them. You know, they've got lives to live. They got problems. Every human being has problems. It's how you deal with them and how you react in those situations. I have always tried to conduct myself as a gentleman, as a decent person, as a good human being. I still believe to this day that you will never be able to present one person to me who I've ever deliberately done a wrong to. I've always tried my best, and I go to sleep and I sleep well at night. And I hope other people can do the same thing. That's it.
Yeah. No, Paul, I completely understand there. We've got a super chat in for this is from Patel Philippe. He says there, $5, Thorpe. Not a question, but please, for the love of God, can you get Archie to sell his JLC master compressor? That's the gold diver shitter. Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Guys, listen, make sure you keep Paul's channel going, because it is the oldest, the original the number one, the OG watch show that's been going since God knows how many years now it is. How many years is it, Paul?
Oh, look, I've been going since 2009, believe it or not, full time for 10 years,
Paul,
Paulie.
I had dark hair when I first started watching you.
Yeah, I fucking look at my hair. It's. We've got another super chat here. Diptor 75, £2. How many your trusted dealers registered with Digital Watch Vault? I think you said
Oh,
several hundred you had there.
Well, of my trusted dealers, bearing in mind that my trusted dealer list was very small. I think I had, how many did I have? Was there about 7? I think there was about 7, and they all registered.
Yes.
I think we had about 330 the last time I asked worldwide, dealers worldwide, but that's not enough. It's not enough.
No. It's a shame too. The big brands, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
Paul, in all honesty, we had interest from Audemars Piguet, but that was as far as it went. The rest just didn't want to know. They wasn't interested in stolen watches or helping the general public recover those stolen watches. And the reason they're not interested in helping the public recover
because they sell watches.
Because they sell watches. So it is what it is. But
no, you're right.
Like I said, we tried,
Hey, that's all you can really do, Paulie.
And all of the dealers, I'll just add this for Dioptra, all of the dealers that I listed as my recommended dealers, I recommended them then and I would recommend them now because they're all good, honest, solid people. Every single one of them.
Oh, that's Paul. I gotta tell you, man, it's just I am shocked, but I think it's the commercial reality. The watch market is changing. Do you think a lot of smaller dealers will go by the wayside? They'd have to, Paul.
I would imagine so, Paul. I mean, the ones, I think in the current climate, the way things are.
Look at Houdinki. They went from 150 staff to less than 20.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense that people are going to go by the wayside, which is a shame. I mean, look, I never like to see anyone fail in business. I love to see people succeed.
Yeah.
I love success.
What's happening with D in that there, he did the watch show there. That was the show was, I don't know if he's going to do another show. They're difficult. They're so expensive. The costs to run them are so high. And then to actually get the, enough punters to come is fucking hard, Paul.
Paul, everyone wants something for nothing.
Yes.
In this world, everyone wants something for nothing. And the bottom line is there isn't very much that costs nothing. I mean, if you were going to put on a show, the amount of money that you would have to charge for people to get in, look, when you put on a little show like that, the dealers are moaning that the table's too dear.
Yeah.
The person that's putting on the show is moaning that the venue is too dear. The punters are saying the tickets are too dear. Yeah. Everything costs money, Paul. So people can either have it or they don't. It's a very simple choice. Just like the vault. You either have it or you don't.
We've got a super chat from my good friend CB. He's a fantastic supporter of mine. $20. Thorpe, thank you for having tried and thank you for coming to talk about it on the Archie Luxury channel.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. And I can honestly say from my heart, I am very, very proud of the efforts that we put in to this community. And I will take that with me to the end of my days. Very proud of the efforts that we've all put in.
I got to tell you, Paul, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. I'm very
That's life, Paul.
saddened.
It's life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some things work, some things don't. That's how you become a success in life, by continuing to try. If you don't try,
yes, that's a very, very good point. If you don't try, you have failed already, haven't you? That's the whole thing. If you don't try, you have failed. You've got to try. It's not a shame to have failed. It's a shame to have not tried. That's the big thing. And
Paul, I've just realised that my laptop is not plugged in and my battery
No,
is
that's
about to die. So I'm
Paul,
going to love you and leave you.
Thank you so much. You gave us a good hour of your time. I really do appreciate
My
it.
pleasure. God bless to everyone out there watching now,
yes.
whether you like me, whether you
Yes.
don't. I hope you have a very happy, healthy new year. Love to you and your families, and God bless you all.
Yeah, thank you so much, Paul. I really do appreciate this. Thank you. I mean, even my own business has been pretty fucked lately.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Paul, it's not easy. It's not easy. Let me tell you that. It's not easy.
Stay in touch, Paul.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
All the best. Cheers, mate.
All the best, Paul, and
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Paul.
Thank you.
What a great interview. Paul Thorpe, just one of the nicest people you will ever meet. Exclusive interview for the ArchieLuxury live stream channel. I got to say, thank you so much, Paul, for coming on here and talking to us today. So I want to say a big thank you. And I really do appreciate everything you've done there for us. So hey, that is really kind of you to come on here, and I appreciate it. I really do appreciate him coming on here and sharing the news there. It's it's not easy. It's not easy. He tried the idea, and unfortunately, just the commercial decision was made to end that project, which, hey, but it's better to have people who try than just, it's easy to fucking stand on the side grounds and kick an idea. We've got another super chat here from Patel Philippe. AC3, now to start the real drama. The Q2 VIN has been looked up and it shows previously registered. Why did your dad get a used car and take full commish? You know what, don't you? The car itself, it was registered, yes, by the dealer because they want to get numbers up. But it's got 16 kilometers. So it was a not so popular choice. Ouch. Ouch. Not so popular. Now, guys, let's get on here now. Come on. Who wants to come on now and talk? Watchers, come on. Come on the stream and talk to us. Come on. Let's get some people. I had in the background, I had Uzi before. Come back on, Uzi. I just had to give Paul Thorpe, we just had to get him to talk. And I also had HR. HR wanted to come on. I just had an exclusive deal with Paul Thorpe. I had to give him professional time. So that's the reason I couldn't. I just had to keep the show. We also had Watch Nick on. Watch Nick was on there too, which I really do appreciate. Patel Philippe, follow-up question, $5. Do you feel that a self-made man like Plastic did it the right way and wasn't helped by his pappy to get jobs? My dad never helped me get the KBR job. By the way, guys, fuck, we got Keslowitz on the screen. Hello,
hey, Paul.
Oh, what an interview with Paul Thorpe. What did you think, man?
Interesting. Is what it is.
Yeah. What do you think, hey?
You win some, you lose some, move on.
It's still very sad, don't you think?
It was a good effort.
I thought it was a great concept. What's happening in your world there? Are we talking Porsches? We talking Paddocks? We talking pussy?
Oh, yeah.
Which one are we talking today? Paddock, Porsche, or pussy?
The pillars.
Yeah. By the way, because in Australia, it's actually New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. Okay. So guess what watch I'm wearing for I wear this every New Year.
World time.
You'd have to, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
And the thing I
Start
love
the new
about,
year right. Start the new year right. Heavy hitters.
so I'm actually going to be collecting my Breguet soon. I'm so happy to get my Breguet back. Now I've got to tell you, seriously, Keslowitz, I got to tell you something.
Hey, I got to tell you something too.
I want you to get a second paddock.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Yeah. Okay. So I had to think about the cars, right? You're going to test drive.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. We need to go with the car, baby. The car. I test drove something today.
Oh my God. We got a super chat. Mr. Zoso, $2. Like old timers day. Happy New Year, Pontiff and Co. And we got Patel Philippe, $5. Please pull up the New York 5230 for Zoso, a real hitter.
Oh, that is so nice.
It is a nice watch.
Limited edition. I think it's limited to 300.
I think you're right.
Very special.
Guy Raphael, he's got one. You know that guy. He's a bit of a.
It's extra special though because he's actually in New York. You see.
Yes. It is a beautiful watch. Look at that. Look at that.
Let's see. Yeah, it's really nice. See, a lot of people would mistake that for the platinum from across the room, you know.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Until you get close and you realize, fuck.
Tell me what's happening. We're talking, what cars did you drive? Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened, please. Do tell.
So I narrowed it down. And this morning, okay, so where do we start here? Okay, so do you know Bring a Trailer? Are you familiar with Bring a Trailer?
Yes.
You know, it's the auction site.
Yes.
Okay, bro, there are deals. Crazy good deals, like way below KBB listing prices, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So there was one this morning that I got outbid on, but I'm in the game. I'm in the action, okay? But okay, I'm coming to my senses here on the car, right? I was swinging for the fences. You know, we were looking at the 911 versus M3. You know, that was kind of what we were narrowing it down to. But after I see some of these deals on Bring a Trailer, and there's this one auction that's ending soon on a Boxster. I know we were talking hairdresser car, but man, it's a fucking steal of a deal. Boxster, 6-cylinder Boxster, flat, flat six, mid-engine. I'm looking at a 2014.
Oh, it's old. How many miles are we talking?
It's up there, but they're cheap.
How many miles?
Like 80,000. A lot. But I talked to a mechanic, and he said as long as it's followed all the service, it'll easily go over 150, 200,000. As long as you're following the scheduled maintenance. Hear me out. 15 grand. We're talking in the ballpark of 15 grand.
Why can't you get the last 6-cylinder? What you want to do is, if you're going to do a Boxer properly,
it's a 6.
Get the last 6-cylinder. They made them. They made them later than that.
Oh, the prior generation?
Yeah, get the last of the last.
That's even older.
No, it's not. The last of the last 6-cylinder.
Pull it up.
So it was.
What year? What year are you talking?
So the current one is the 718 series, right? So what we're looking at, the 718 was that's the 4-cylinder. They went to a 4-cylinder motor, okay? Now
I don't see what you're looking at. The
first, okay, I'll just call it up. I'll show you. So the way it goes with these Boxsters, let's just have a look at Wiki. So the Boxsters themselves, they came out in 96, okay?
Right. Yep.
So what you want to do is You don't want you don't want a cheap Boxster. If you can't afford a new Porsche, you don't buy definitely can't afford a second-hand one. The current model is the 718. That's a 4-cylinder. Okay, so what we want the last of the last. What you want is a 981.
That's what I'm looking at.
Okay?
That's what I'm looking at. I
Now
said
we
it's a
want
2014. That's exactly what it is. It's a 981 Boxster.
Okay,
2.7 liter flat 6 with PDK.
Okay, why don't you get the manual?
Because I don't want to fuck around with that on a daily basis.
You can't drive a stick. You can't drive a.
I can drive. I have a motorcycle license. I can drive stick. I just would prefer not to, because when you're sitting in traffic, that shit gets old. It's fun for an hour, not for any. You know, I prefer to rent a stick and fuck around, but I don't want to.
The funny thing is, you can actually get 918s. They're becoming very affordable. Okay. I personally would get the sweet spot. I got to be honest with you. I would get.
Let me send you a photo. Let me show you. I'm gonna send you a photo of the exact one that I think I'm gonna. The auction ends tomorrow, so it's we're encroaching here.
Auction ends tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I think I gotta double check. Silver. What do you think of silver?
Silver's a nice color, actually. But look, I tell you honestly, if I were you, you know what you do? Can I give you a recommendation from Archie?
Tell me. Here, I'm sending you a photo. Tell me.
Okay. Instead of the Boxster, get the Cayman.
Why?
Fixed roof. Okay.
What's the advantage? I mean, the convertible sounds fun.
It's more rigidity in the coupe. And
who gives a fuck?
Buy a 3 Series. Get 2 cars. Get rid of the Scooby. Get a Porsche and a Beamer. Best of both worlds, baby. What do you think of that?
Nah, you're getting ridiculous.
No, the Scooby's getting too old. Get rid of the Scooby, okay?
No, it's a good it's a practical.
It's going to become a money pit. It's going to become a money pit. You get a Beamer and you get a Porsche.
No, this
you like Doc. You know, Doc, he's got swagger. You know swagger? He's got swagger.
No, the Subaru got a new short block at 100,000 miles. Subaru did a warranty for me. So that's going to run for a long time.
Oh, we got another super chat here. Patel Philippe, $5. Pair the best 3 paddocks to wear while sitting in LA traffic in a white 911. So you've got a 50, you got a 5320, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
I reckon.
The white 911.
I reckon you want
5226. Gotta go 5226. Asphalt dial.
I would say 5296.
What?
And a world time 5230.
Actually, the 6007 with the carbon fiber works. You see that carbon fiber motif comes into play. I know, but it goes with the vibe.
I know you make science fiction movies, right? But let's keep the fantasy to work, okay? You need things that are affordable, okay?
Third paddock, let's see. It depends. Oh, I see. White 911. What would you do? I guess you need a white dial. Maybe silver dial 5270. 5270 silver dial.
5270. No, it's too expensive. For you get a Calatrava, 5296 second hand. They're about under 20 grand. And you get yourself a world time, 5230, 30 grand.
Yeah, actually, Tans goes well with it. That's true. Yeah.
That's what I would do. Because you want the similar vintage set. We got a super chat here. Patel Philippe, $5. AC3. At least we forget it's Christmas Eve. It's New Year's Eve in Brisbane. Grab a drink with us. Let's get the party started. Thank you. I will grab a drink. Yes. Come on. Please, can you help me? Please. Can you help me or not?
Are we e-begging? What's happening here?
No, Keslow, for you, I want you to listen to me this time, okay?
Just this time, yeah.
You want to get a car. You know what I would do, seriously, if I were you?
Get serious.
Get the M340. Did you test drive it yet?
Okay, so I went in today. I test drove the M3. I've actually already driven the M4. I Turoed it. I think I told you that.
Okay. Yeah,
But I
yeah,
test drove the M3, which actually has better visibility out of the sedan, which I didn't think
Yeah.
about. And dude, it's amazing. The Alcantara fucking steering wheel, it's just sick. They didn't have any M340s, and they said they're 8 weeks out. Those are like really
Okay.
hard to get, apparently. So I didn't
Okay.
get to test it. But you know what's interesting? Okay, so I think you know Sean, right? Our buddy Sean.
Yeah.
So Sean hooked it up. He's like, I want you to try these out. And he was really fucking nice, dude. Really, really nice guy. We all know him. Just fucking. So he put me in the M3, and he even told me, he said, bro, you got to try the M340 only because it's a much softer ride.
Yeah,
the
that's what you want. Softer. The chicks will love softer
See, like
ride.
even the M3, even if you
It's
go
brutal.
into
It's brutal.
comfort mode, yeah, he even said, go over the potholes, go over the speed bumps, like feel it. And it wasn't that bad. But you know what I fucking hated? And we tried another one that was much better. The fucking bucket seats. I can't stand
They are
those.
a bitch to get into, aren't they?
Not only to get into, they're not comfortable at all. I'm just sitting there like this thing's like squeezing my whole body. Like I
And
suppose on a
you're not a
track,
fat guy. You're not a fat either. You're a skinny guy. So
no, I mean I suppose on a track you'd like that, but man, that is some uncomfortable fucking thing to sit in. And it's funny, everyone says, "Oh, did you get the bucket seats? Did you get?" It's like I feel like everyone calls that an upgrade. That's like a fucking downgrade. They look cool from the outside, but sitting in it, it's a bitch.
now tell me this, Keslow. Seriously, I want to ask you, in all honesty, right? Come on, man. Get a Beamer and get a paddock. Fuck cars are look, keep the Scooby as your
This Boxer is so cheap though. It's just kind of like fuck it, 15 grand. That'd be so fun. Ripping down the coast in a fucking top down Porsche. That's pretty cool.
if you're going to buy one, you want to buy the best one you can. How good is this one?
It's good. It's been serviced, no accidents. 2 owners. The front
Has
was
it been
painted.
garaged all its life or not?
Hood, I didn't ask.
You should better tell
the
from
front
the paint.
bumper was painted because it was scratched, but you can't even tell. Yeah,
that's okay. 15. Are they negotiable? I mean, that's not a.
Well, it's an auction. I'm guessing what the auction's going to end.
Would you still get a Beamer as well, or are you going to just get just the Porsche?
No.
What?
It's one or the other.
What about Coco? How would she feel about it? You got to ask that. That's the shtick.
CV's got money flying here.
Okay, can I tell you honestly what I would do?
Be honest. Be frank and honest. I'm listening.
We got super chat, $2. Patel Philippe. Keslow, if you buy the M3 from anyone, one phaser is your man. One Pasha is your man.
Exactly.
And we 100%. Got CB. Keslow is tire kicking his Christmas phone.
Okay. The residuals are coming in, boys.
Keslow, can I tell you what you do, really?
Be real.
Don't buy a fucking 10-year-old car, okay? Keslow, the only Porsche that is built with no compromise is the 911, okay? Okay? It's cheap for a reason. Now, what you want to do is, how old is your Subaru? Your Subaru is 10 years old, isn't it? How old? What year is your Subaru?
Yeah, 14. Same as the one I'm on. I like the year.
Okay, let me explain it to you. They don't last forever.
Right.
Okay. So what I would do is, if you had some real fucking brains, you say to yourself, yeah, that's a good point. Archer's right. You don't want to buy a new Boxster. You want to buy a second-hand one. Buy a 2-year-old one.
Honestly, if I'm going to go new, I'll probably do the Beamer. If I'm going to go used and go value, and I'm thinking Porsche.
Just get the 340. It's going to look. Okay, I'm telling you, get the 340. It's so much more usable. Okay.
I know. I can't even get the golf clubs in the fucking Porsche. That's another problem.
Hey, here's a dating tip. Why don't you take Coco car shopping? Say, what do you think I should get? That's a great topic. Hey? What do you think?
I'm thinking about Shenzhen.
I think you got enough talent where you are, Keslow. You know that
Oh,
you don't
you don't want me
extra
walking
talent.
on your turf.
No, you can, but I'm just saying you don't need extra talent. You are. I would get the thing sorted out first. You know the transfer.
Hey, I got a shout out to Patel because Patel had really good advice on a finance company, a lease to own company, and they actually have really good rates and terms. And
what rate are you looking at? What rate are you looking at?
Well, for finance these days, you're looking at around 6%, 7%.
Yeah, actually, that's exactly right.
There
That's
are
not bad.
some promos like BMW does, like I think 299 or 399, but it's only for certain models.
Yeah,
you're not getting that on a fucking M3. You know.
We got a super chat from Pavel, member for 36 months. Pull up the Keslow bring a trailer listing. I don't think you want other people to see it, do you?
Yeah, no. I don't want to divulge.
No, okay, not just yet. We got Patel, Philippe, $5. AC3, pull up a McLaren.
I sent you a photo. They could probably Google image the fucking thing.
I'll just leave it. If you don't want me to, I'll just leave it. Okay, I don't want people.
Yeah,
people
will Let's leave it.
Just oh shit! It looks
good. Look good, Paul. Dude, you listen to me, motherfucker. This ain't no fun. It's when you say a 10-year-old Porsche, you're like, ooh, but when you see the photos, this bitch is clean. I'm telling you. And I called the mechanic. So, when I'm on set, we have all these picture car guys with transpo. There's guys that just move trucks, and that's your thing. Here we go. Coffee. Delivery. Oh God, good Lord. Jeez. What the devil? This guy just gives no fucks. It's like a paddock and underwear. Oh, I love it. So you wear the world timer in underwear? I love it.
Oops. Sorry. Ha ha ha.
Hey boo.
Hey boo. Hey boo. Yeah, no.
What do we got? Lattes? Are we talking oat milk? We're on the diet, right?
Oat milk.
Oh, good man. Full fat? We're talking full fat?
Actually, no. Almond milk. I'm just trying to get this thing to come up here. Just hang on. Bread. The carb.
Oh, the bread, Paul. You lay off the bread, bro. Jesus. Filler, baby.
We had such a good meal. We had such a good meal with
Dude, you missed out. Dude, you need to come next year. We need to make it a yearly thing. The New York thing needs to be. Oh, fuck off! Come on, economy. You got tan. You don't need an economy.
I'm just trying to find that picture. Let me find. Oh, here we go. Download. I'm downloading it now. Here we go. I'm going to share the screen. Here we go. This is fucking... I'll just share the screen, okay? Who gives a fuck? What are they going to do?
Fuck it. Boom, baby. That's what I'm looking at, boys. 2014 Porsche Boxer.
It looks clean.
We're talking 981. 981. So KBB is 20 grand on this. So the way I see it, if I can get it for substantially less than that through auction, I'm safe. You buy it 6 months, you hate it.
Can you get a cheaper one? But what is a cheaper?
Get your money back.
Sorry, no. What is a better one? A better one.
I mean, you're looking like mid-20s, low 30s. Just depends,
Why don't you get the Beamer and the Porsche?
No. That's silly. I'd rather just get one, combine those into one good one. Consolidate.
How many garages do you have?
You know what you know what the thing is? No matter what you get, you just gotta be happy with it and own it, and just there's always gonna be better. There's always gonna be someone with something cooler and nicer, and it's like, part of me is just like,
We got
get something
Jake the Yuppie
reasonable.
joining us.
Here we go. What's up, Jake?
Hey man, how you doing?
Yo,
Hey, this car looks nice.
you like?
So how much is it all up?
Well, it's an auction, so it's to be determined. But
So, what do you think?
the
though?
street price is around 20 grand.
Really? That's cheap. Why are they so cheap?
Well, it's got
Remember-
high mileage. It's a 2014 with high mileage,
How much? How many miles?
like 80,000.
Yeah.
There's 120,000 Aussie, 120,000 kilometers.
Okay.
Yeah.
That still seems cheap though.
Yeah, it is. That's the thing.
I would
And I
buy
just
that.
talked to this mechanic out here that, so this is what I was getting at. So, when I'm working on these films, we have transportation and there's different positions. You have coordinators, you have truck drivers, and then you have the picture car guys that are actually the cars you see in the film,
Yeah.
So
Pull up
these
the
guys,
McLaren. I'm just pulling up the McLaren. Would you ever get a McLaren? They're actually
holy
amazing.
shit.
You kind of. I think it's a
This
bit of a
is-
midlife crisis car, the McLaren. Yeah.
They're horrendously
This is
expensive
insane.
to service. Tan, I think I'd better.
This is
I'd rather get a
insane.
Lamborghini than a McLaren. McLaren is a fucking money.
I would
pit.
love that. That would be so sick. It's just
Like
these are in the
the-
stratosphere. These are crazy money, aren't they?
The Porsche is still
Mm.
sort of like a semi-practical car, but a McLaren's not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're sitting in bumper to bumper in that thing. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. No, I like the Porsche. I think it's nice.
Hmm.
So when's the auction?
We got a super chat here.
It ends
We
very-
got a
it
super
ends
chat.
soon.
Super chat. Pound the drums, $5. Hello, Pound the drums. Look up the price of the 2024 Jefferson nickel on eBay. If you can find any in the wild there in the US, they're worth more than 5 cents. Happy New Year.
Rolex,
That's
Rolex,
it.
Rolex.
Do you like
Pound
it,
the
Jake?
drums.
Yeah, I like it, man. I like it. 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 I'm looking forward to your
And we've got-
advice, though.
CB, $5. Archie, congratulations for updating from Tanga undies to boxer shorts. A lot sexier. Thank you.
Yeah, premium,
Actually,
premium.
I got these. These are these are pants undies. These are much more comfortable. You know what? I don't give a fuck anymore. I wear paddock. I don't give a fuck. You know something? When I started dating over 60s, I don't have to care about that. They think any man who doesn't wear diapers is a fucking sex symbol. I don't have.
So you're going for the gilfs? Are you a gilf man?
For me, I am going for older women with money. Preference on the money.
Some of them are relatively cute, Arch. Like you know.
I got to tell you something. A woman without money. You know what? A woman without money is about as useful as a woman who doesn't fuck. What's worse, a woman without money or a woman who doesn't fuck? They're both
Doesn't
pretty
fuck.
useless.
Doesn't fuck is worse though.
Yeah, doesn't fuck is terrible. Duty
Doesn't
fuck.
fuck is
Duty
a
fuck.
nightmare.
You want a duty fuck? Duty fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mercy.
Doesn't fuck is an absolute nightmare.
Oh, you can't change them. You can't change people. You don't want to force them into anything.
Yeah.
And then they hit the shits. Ah, where?
That's
You're the
right.
biggest asshole on the sun.
That's right.
Where?
Yeah.
Fucking- It's a shit business to be in, you know.
And we're all heterosexual males here. We need to get laid.
Yeah, you hit it on the head, Sunshine. So, Kessler, what do you think? How's the Mercedes work? See, that Mercedes, I don't think would work in America.
My Mercedes Arch.
Yeah, because the problem is in America, cars are substantially cheaper. Like my Beamer is actually not considered anything special, really.
Yeah.
But you know what country that would be an absolute chick magnet in?
Yeah.
You know what country your Mercedes would be an absolute chick magnet in?
What?
Singers.
Singapore.
Don't they have? Oh, because luxury cars are insanely expensive there, right?
Any car is 200,000. A Corolla is 80. I think 120,000 or something.
Yeah,
So that
fuck.
Mercedes
It's
would be
actually
like,
it's pretty crazy the amount of watches that come out of Singapore. Like secondhand, there's an incredible watch market. There's a lot of big collectors out there.
Yeah, I think the Mercedes here, it's the right balance between like it's a nice car and I guess it's slightly impressive, but it's not like a full wanker car guy car, and I like that sort of balance. You know what I mean? Because you can go too far, it can be a turnoff for them. You have to be a little bit understated, don't you think?
no. Your Mercedes. I got to tell you this, okay? People take the wrong idea. You know, a chick's car. If you want to fuck chicks, you need a car that a chick would be happy having.
Mm.
You get me? Like your car, you can say it's a hairdresser car. It's a bit of a girl's chick. You know what? Who are you chasing? Are you chasing men or are you chasing women? You want to fuck
How
chicks.
is it a hairdresser car though? I think the Hatch is a hairdresser car.
Hey,
Mine's a sedan though.
it's not rear wheel drive. It's not rear drive.
Yeah, okay, so it's not rear wheel drive, so it's a hairdresser car.
No, I'm just telling you, okay?
Yeah.
By the way, my dad's Audi is a hairdresser car, and guess what? You know what? He's going to get more fucks out of that than any other fucking luxury SUV. The bang per buck ratio. I said to him, I said, get the Audi. Get the Audi. You look like, let's put it this way. He lives in a $2 million, well, almost a $2 million house.
Yeah.
He's on the pension, but the bitches don't need to know that. That's none of their business.
Yeah.
He got to look like a captain of industry. Do you understand? Captain of industry.
Yes.
Keslowitz, I would say to you, man. Keslow's got a question. Do you reckon a 3 Series or the Porsche would be better for the women? See, the truth is, I don't know. The Porsche is amazing. You want to get a Porsche? Get a Porsche.
Probably the Porsche, you'd think, right? Like a 3 Series.
Well, we're talking M3 or M340. We're talking top line threes here.
Yeah, I get it.
I think go for the M340. That's the perfect compromise of both. What do you think?
I like them.
Lease.
How much money can you
Brand
put
new
in?
lease.
How much
Brand
can you
new
put
lease.
in? How much can you put in? Or you got cash or you haven't? Ideally,
whatever. Honestly, if it was the Beamer, I'd probably do lease. Brand new lease.
How much would you put in? Nothing.
Whatever. I don't know. They have they have those national offers. I think actually, let me look it up. I was looking it up recently. I think it's like 700 and change for the 340.
700 a month, you mean?
Yeah. Obviously, there's money down. Let me just see here. Offers.
How is your dating life, Jakey? How's dating going? How's it going? Who are you going out with tonight?
Good.
We got a super chat. Old fat rounds, $5. Do your best impression of a woman who won't put out in a high-pitched voice for 1 minute. Who does he want that from?
From you, obviously, not from us.
My voice is sore. Hey, Archie. I'm sorry. My vagina is sore. Archie, I'm sorry. My vagina is sore. Do you want to jerk off on top of me? Hey, Kesler. My vagina is sore.
Okay. It's all right. Let's get back on track. Just what's in the coffee?
Hey, you got any lube? Hey, Jake, you got any lube?
Let me turn
Jake!
I never really have to use lube. You gotta be down there. You should be down there tongue first. You gotta get them into you.
I gotta love him. Okay, we've got another super chat here. Patel Philippe, $5. Keslow, M340 is Boba Fett. M3 is Skeleton Crew. 911 is Mandalorian. What does that mean?
That's I did Skeleton Crew. I worked on that show. You check it out. New on Disney Plus. Skeleton Crew. Check it out. It's getting some good ratings.
Panic!
Obviously, obviously, Tan thinks.
Hey,
not as good as.
where's the lube at? Sorry,
He's losing it. He's losing it.
Why
Okay.
would they need the lube if they're not fucking you?
Patel Philippe, $2. This is the way, you betcha.
You need to see the show to understand.
Actually, tell you the truth, guys, I haven't changed into my. I got my clothes here for New Year's Eve. I'm going out for dinner. I'm gonna pick up my dad's car, going out for dinner. And then I'm gonna go back to my dad's place and celebrate New Year's. Hey, Arch! Aubrey, don't forget the lube, Arch! Sorry.
Goodness.
I got my shirt. I just was a bit late when I started the show. Hey, Keslow.
Jake, when are you gonna step it up? When are you gonna step it up?
Well, I've sought some advice actually on that. I do need to step it up. You know what?
No, the Polar is great. I gotta give you the
No.
Polar is a good.
No, the Polar is
That was a good move.
I've got the 5-piece
Give me
feed
a
at the
shout.
moment, but some horology would be lovely. But I sort of want to
Jake,
wait.
you got enough,
because-
Jake. I tell you honestly, I think. By the way, did you know I'm getting my Breguet back?
Yeah. Oh, so you decided?
No, Dave's bought a Maserati, and I said, "Hey, I'll buy it back just to get some cash flow in for him."
Dave bought a Maserati dial or a Maserati car?
Maserati car,
Oh, Dave, what a fucking
Stradale.
money pit.
Stradale, 140,000.
Wait, so what's the story with you, Paul? I remember you were considering the trade. Are you doing the trade? What's happening?
I had a good think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really do love the World Time. I don't want to sell that.
Oh.
I've always been a World Time. I actually really like.
Did you
this
see
one.
it in person? Did you see it in person?
I have seen it. I've seen it.
You got to handle it. You got to handle it.
I love it. It's beautiful. For me, I don't want to get rid of what I've got because I have seller's remorse. I always want it back.
Yeah.
I just, and I got to be honest with you. After I get this Breguet back, I'm not going to get the Breitling. That's enough. I got enough.
Okay. Don't you have too many watches for the box now, though?
Sorry?
Don't you have too many watches for the box now, though?
I got 8 in the box and 1 on the wrist.
Perfect. That's
And
what
I
we want there.
put down $5,000. I took it out of the HELOC and I'm putting the rest on the credit card. Fuck it. You only live once. No, I got enough equity there. Fuck it. The home keeps going up in value, right? The home keeps going up in value. What the fuck? Why can't I use the financial instruments to make me fucking happy? Everything makes me miserable. Why can't I use a financial instrument to make myself happy? I'm giving myself a HELOC blowjob. Okay.
Why don't you go get yourself an actual blowjob? You might feel better.
CB, $5. Keslow likes vintage poor man Porsche. Archie likes vintage poor man pussy. They both need lots of lube.
That's good.
Why did Dave buy a Maserati? Those things are fucking money pits.
He loves muzzle. He's still keeping.
What did he
the
get?
Beamers.
Gran Turismo?
No, a Stradale.
Only
hell is
Indians
that?
drive them.
Stradale's fucking monster. It's a
Is
two-door coupe.
Do they sell that in the US?
Yeah, it's a 2014. It's 10 years old.
Have the Ghibli. Is it like the Ghibli?
No, the Ghibli was a 4-door. This is a 2-door coupe with a Ferrari
Got it.
V8 in it.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. He had one before, but this one's got a lot of carbon fiber on it. They're really, it's a beautiful car. Beautiful car.
You got a photo? Let me see it.
Okay.
Maserati. I dated a girl in high school, and her dad had a Gran Turismo. It was so cool.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah, that's cool.
Did she put it
Yeah.
up?
Oh, we dated for a couple of years. Her
Wow.
dad was like a billionaire, real estate developer.
Why didn't
He
you
had like
fucking go back to hers?
He had like 100-foot yacht.
Why don't you go?
Why
What's
didn't you
she
marry
done?
her?
He's an idiot. That's why.
What the fuck's wrong with you, Keslowitz?
Oh, sometimes they get away. You know. They get away.
Oh, she dumped you. I see. It happens, bud.
Happens to the best of them. Actually,
It does. Sure does. I'm seeing Go with Money at the moment, Arch. I'll tell you about it offline, though.
Okay.
We need money. Money. Send money now. I got invited to a party tonight, but there's this girl I'm chatting to, and I think I'm going to choose the girl over the party.
What do you think of this?
Oh, that's
good
nice.
call, definitely. Carbon
Yeah, so
fiber
what-
hood.
Yeah, carbon fiber bonnet, carbon fiber hood. It's roof, carbon fiber bonnet. It's fucking amazing car. So I'm getting my my Breguet back, and I think it's a beautiful car. What do you reckon?
I like it. It's really nice.
How much did he pay?
140,000.
Oh, Dave, I don't know, man. I mean, I know Dave is filthy rich, but there's better. Like, I hate the contrasting bumper.
You got another angle?
Yeah, I do.
I don't
You
like
see
it.
the front end.
I think it's a shitter.
So this isn't their entry level though.
Look
Oh,
at
that
that.
looks
Look how
great.
fucking cheap and
That looks
nasty
like a Gran
looks.
Turismo. That looks like
Yeah,
the
it
Fuck,
is.
that looks
Quattroporte.
bad.
It
That
is.
looks
It
like
is. No,
that-
Quattroporte is 4-door. It's Dave.
It looks like when someone's on the dole and they crash their car and they can't afford to
It's
replace
fucking
it with the same
gorgeous.
color panel.
No, but that carbon fiber costs thousands.
What
Yeah,
year?
it-
What year is
but
it?
it looks like shit.
I think 2014, 2015, 2006. I can't remember exactly, but it's about 10 years old.
That looks sick.
It fucking looks sick. I fucking love it, man. It's
How much?
Maserati.
How much of this?
Sorry, 140 Aussie. What's that? That'd be like 90 US.
Oh, that's expensive. I thought that was going to be a deal.
I think
This is a shitter.
it was $250,000 new. It was $250,000 new.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Some
Yeah,
poor
it's getting
fucker
old.
spent $250,000.
I think it was 135. Okay, 135. So it's 94,000. 94,000. So 84,000. 84,000.
That
Okay.
sounds high.
Honestly.
That
It's the
sounds
same
high.
money you're spending on your car, Keslo. Same money. If you had the
I
balls.
know, but you get
If you
that
had
out
the
of it.
balls to be a man and buy the model that is going to get the pussies in your car
No,
lubricated,
I
you
disagree.
would
I
fucking-
think 85 grand on a 911 is better money spent.
No, he's a Maserati man. This is a Maserati man. Do you understand?
Okay,
I think it's
He
shit.
loves-
understandable.
He doesn't like Porsche. He likes Maserati. He's always loved Maserati. Okay, that's his own choice. Look, when it's your money, you buy what you want. I think it's one of the most incredible cars you will find. You look at the horsepower. It's a Ferrari engine car, for fuck's sake.
I just hear horror stories about Maserati service.
Yeah, all of these things. Aston Martin. Go and see Aston Martin horrors. They're not for poor people. These are not for poor people. I can't afford it. Patel Philippe,
Honestly.
$5. AC3 spoke to Plastic just now. He said when Commonwealth finds out about dry rot, it will be land value and no more HELOCs. Thoughts?
Nasty.
HELOC's already been approved. It's been approved.
Nasty. Arch, this car is fucking. I love Dave. I think he's a great guy. This car is fucking shit. Maserati is a shit brand, and this looks terrible.
Maserati, it's Italian thoroughbred. This is a V8.
No, they're not.
Did you see the Maserati producer Michael got? That's cool.
Maserati, it's mutton dressed up as lamb. They sink like a fucking stone. It's just.
He's buying it
new
pre-owned.
money.
It's 10 years old.
It's what poor people think rich people drive, but rich people don't drive this.
Yeah, but you must
Like,
you got to realize
this is gaudy. This is
compared
shit.
to a Ferrari is very
Nuvo.
Dave should have bought a Porsche, a nice Porsche.
Paul, can you pull up producer Michael new Maserati? Tell me what you think of this. It wasn't that
Mike,
long
the
ago.
mistake is calling it the misery tea. The misery tea.
Beautiful car.
Nah, that contrast hood looks fucking terrible. That is just awful. Look at it, and the black is a different black to the rest of the trim. It just looks shit. Like the black is different. Obviously, it's different to the grill black. It's different to the bumper black. It's different to the black on the mirrors there. It's awful.
You got HR.
HR, what do you think of this shit? I would rather drive your fucking Skoda than this.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Arch, has it got a big boot?
It's a Maserati. This is one of the
Let's see the-
coolest cars in the
No,
world.
it's not. No.
But Arch, the
Jake,
depreciation's
Jake,
quite
you drive
bad
a
on this.
front-wheel drive car. Your opinion doesn't matter. You drive front-wheel drive.
It's about taste, not money.
Ooh,
And this is in bad taste.
Incredibly beautiful car. Look at this.
No, it's not. It's literally not an incredibly
Guess what he's
beautiful
wearing?
car.
As he's wearing a fucking paddock there, as he's
Yeah.
showing you the car.
Hey,
They
Arch, this
stick to the
car is
watches.
this sort of color for if you can't decide if you want white or black, and you just go, oh, fuck it, I love both.
Carbon fiber. It's just expensive. Man,
Didn't they have it in
seriously.
green?
Yeah, didn't they have it in green?
Hey, we
Wait,
got
wait,
Narc
wait.
joining us.
Wait.
Okay,
My
no,
gay days redlining. It's pinging. This is not the dream team. This is the queen team. This is the queen team.
We love
We're
gay
having
men.
a
on the
bunch-
Archie
I'll be
side.
back in a
Right.
minute. I'll be back in a minute. Narc.
No, we're having
Just-
a vivacious. We're having a vivacious stream. What's wrong with that?
No,
I
we
don't
love
know.
gay men.
This is tough for me.
Narc, why do you have a problem with the gays? Are you homophobic, Narc?
I love the gays.
So
I'm
what,
trying to work
why
out
are you
who's the
making
more
such a big
masculine
deal?
on his panel.
It's
Share
Jake.
screen for a sec. Share screen for a sec.
Share screen, Arch.
There's nothing
No,
to
be
share.
honest. How many times a week do you have sex? Be honest. Be honest.
Fuck's
Nothing
sake, the
comes up,
estrogen level.
Narc. What-
All right, one sec.
what's up?
Look. One sec.
Share screen, share screen.
Share.
Mm.
We zoom in on that. Guy's got tits. Your friend has got tits.
Nah, you're a nasty fucker. You know that?
Narc drives a second-hand Subaru, and he's making judgment. What a cunt.
Nah.
Archie, let Narc back on. What's wrong with you? He's entertainment. He's A grade.
Anyhow, talk to me. What's going on? Talk to me. What are you guys doing for New Year's?
Yeah, but HR, what are you doing for New Year's?
So on 30 Danny will know where this is, but on New Year's Day, me and the family, we're driving down to a natural sort of walkway called Durdle Door. Arch, Google it. Pull it up, Arch.
Hey, I'm
I'm
going to go to the
taking-
toilet. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh shit, okay. All
Number
right.
1 or 2 there, big boy.
Number 4.
Look at this. What a rig. You know, Arch has very skinny legs.
The blouse. He's got the blouse going.
Hold on, I'm nearly finished. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go.
Oh, much better. Do you need a tissue, HR?
Yes. No, I'm in the bed. It just goes on the sheet. So Jake, I'm driving down to Durdle Door. It's a natural. It's a nice place. Nice place. There's food. Nice places to walk in the XC90.
Lovely, lovely. I'd rather have that than that fucking horrible Maserati. That is a horrible car.
I got to tell you, Jake, the Maseratis, they just plummet in value. They depreciate.
The only people I see driving Maseratis are Lebanese people who rent them for 1 hour, or Indians who bought 20-year-old ones and think they're a baller. That's it. Nobody successful drives a Maserati.
Well, Arch drives a Beamer. I don't know what's more
That's right.
tragic, Arch's Beamer or his dad's menstruation red Q2.
Why did it have to be red?
Didn't they have any other colours?
Fuck, the red is now that Archer's not here, I can say it. That red is fucking awful.
It's
That red is
awful,
fucking
good boy.
awful. That is awful. And what, like, of all the you know what he'd be better off getting? A specced out Volkswagen Tiguan. That's what he should have got.
Or
the
even a
T-Cross.
Touareg. Get a big boy Touareg.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants something that big. But do you know what I mean? Like that is a poverty pack Audi. And you know what? The cheap Audis look like a Euro shitbox. They've got
Jake,
a
I
real
couldn't
Euro
agree
shitbox
more.
vibe.
The Q1, the Q2, the Mercedes GLA, the BMW X1 and 2. They're all shit. They also,
Yeah.
you know, the BMW X series starts at 3. The
That's
Q
right,
series
yeah.
starts at 4, I would say, but arguably just 5. It doesn't start at 3. Mercedes starts in the GLC.
Yes, I don't even like the Mercedes SUVs at all. They're not sporty enough. I like the X3 and X5.
Yeah, but you know, like you said, Jake, can't buy class or taste.
Can you imagine when AC2 dies in a couple of years? AC3 is going to be driving that shit around
Yeah, it's garbage. I'm not even sure he'd fit in there, big boy.
for $47,000. I mean, fuck me dead.
But
My
look, Jake,
Mercedes cost me
honestly,
33.
Jake, he could have bought an XC90 2 years old for that money. It is ridiculous he spent that
Yeah,
just because it's brand
yeah.
new. Who gives a fuck if it's brand new?
And it's got those little wheels. Like the wheels look too small for an SUV. You know what I mean?
It's a Mr. Bean car.
It is a Mr. Pink car. It actually is. That's fucked. Yeah, it's not good. I don't know what the deal is, but he's definitely not getting any pussy out of it.
He's not. So, Jake, tell me one thing. Have you flipped the brown strap Amiga yet? Tell me.
No. I've put in. I don't have your email address, so I didn't include you in on it. But I've asked the Pontiff for a review, a collection review.
Wait, who's the guy at the top right?
Keslowitz.
All right, I'll drop my email.
Keslowitz.
I want to check it's no doxers. Oh wait, no, I'll WhatsApp it to you, Jake.
Yeah, WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp me. I'll forward you the thing.
Thank-
Yes. Okay, I'll forward you the thing. I also sent him a photo of their Mercedes.
Yeah, but Jake, it's fucking front wheel drive. You heard the positive.
It's Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck, honestly?
What a
It's front
fucking
wheel
hater.
drive. When I'm
What a
eating
hater.
someone out in the back of the car, they don't go, no, Jake, we can't fuck because it's front wheel drive. You know what I mean? Fucking front wheel drive. Jesus.
Jake, listen. At least you own the car. Archie's on a fucking PCB.
Fuck me dead. That fucking Audi, I hate it so much. You know what? What do you hate more, the red Audi or Archie's Breguet that he's getting back?
Oh, I gotta be honest. His
Oh.
Breguet is awful. Why has he got that? It is garbage.
It's so ugly. It's the fucking
Yeah, right. He's
ugliest
better off
car.
keeping the one he has.
Keslowitz, you know what I hate about, you know, you're a man of taste. You know what I hate about that Breguet? There's about 4 different fonts on that dial. Ugh. I want
It's
a uniform
tab
Rolex
tab
with lenses.
1999. You can suck my balls. My Mercedes only has about 10,000, 80k miles. No, my car has about 12k miles. So it's basically brand new, fuckface.
He's saying they ran the clocks back. They ran the
Yeah,
clocks back.
yeah, they ran the clocks back. No, that Audi. Okay. HR, you either have to wear the Breguet for a year, right? Or
Right.
drive that red Audi for a year. What do you pick?
I drive the red Audi and I write it off. I drive it into a wall and then I get the XC90. Job done.
Job done. Insurance claim, job done.
That's 100% there, bud.
That's right.
Hey, Jake,
It's a
I've been
fuck
listening
up.
to a few YouTube things and everybody takes the mick out of Tasmania. What's wrong with that area?
What have you been watching on YouTube?
It's just like you know when you go on Instagram and you go on the explore pages and there's people basically saying about house prices and Tasmania is really cheap and people are going, yeah, because there's idiots that live there and stuff. Is it a bad area?
No.
Huh.
No, it's normal. Hobart's a really nice city. I mean, in the country, it's a pretty remote place, and there's poor areas, but it's the same everywhere. I think it's pretty nice. You know, I think it's pretty nice. I wouldn't drive my my red Audi around. You get a lot of weird looks. Get a lot of weird looks there, bud.
I see.
HR.
He's muted. The comms. So what else you got? What else you got? Uh-oh. They're dropping like flies. Boys, what do we got? Intermission here, boys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, this is where I need the keys. See, I'm trying to present something, but I don't have the ability. All right, what do we got in the chat here? We got urinator, angelic. What do we got? Oh, my avatar is not working. What's the bummer? I see it. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. It's been a great show. We're floundering, boys. We are floundering. Tan, I need the keys, bro. Need the keys. Got to be able to spark some content here. Dead air, dead air. Talk to me, boys. We're taking 5. We're taking 5. Uh-oh. He's got pants. He's got a blanket.
Hello.
Hey,
What happened?
you left us high
What
and
happened?
dry. We ran out of content.
Oh fuck! What happened?
What do you?
Man?
You got the heated blanket? What do you got?
No, that's because I sleep on the sofa in the room. You know that me and the missus aren't together.
Oh,
I got the pull-out bed. Pull-out
the
bed.
Murphy bed.
The pull-out bed.
Right.
Oh, what happened to this guy's car here? What's he? Oh, this is producer Mark. Fucking hell!
Yeah.
Ooh,
He got
wow.
an MC20. Holy
Yeah.
fuck!
Isn't this
Yeah,
crazy?
that's a nice. That's like a McLaren. You know what I mean? That's kind of a supercar, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. In
What up,
fact,
Mikey?
Yeah.
hey, how's it going?
Hey, Mikey, I like that color. That's like a fuck. What is that? That's like a Tiffany & Co. blue, isn't it?
I believe it's paint. I don't think it's a wrap, if I remember correctly.
Oh fuck! I hate wraps, by the way. I think wraps look shit. And
Well,
the other,
Right.
oh, it's a matte. You know what's wrong with wraps is you can actually pull the paint off. Keslo,
that
You
is,
said I don't. I mean, if it's done right, is that really a concern?
Keslo, don't ever do it. Wraps are shit, and
They're
they.
expensive.
If
They're
you
not
leave
cheap.
a wrap on for too long, it will also damage the paint, Mike. Come
But
on, Mike.
PPF is always
Oh,
a good thing. You can
well-
never say a bad thing about PPF.
PPF can cause trouble too. It goes
Well,
funny. It
in
shrinks.
in pulling a wrap off, if the prep of the paint job wasn't very good, yes, you can take the paint with the wrap when you're
and you-
peeling it off.
You
But
can't
if you,
wrap a car that's freshly painted. You've got to let it sit for a while too. You know
yeah,
that, don't you?
exactly, because
It's got to age. It's got to age.
it's got to cure the paint if it's really new.
It's
It
got
has
to
to cure, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Sorry about that, Keslo. I was just getting my bedding ready. I had to get my bedding.
Got it.
A lot of people wrap their supercars.
Hashtag
to deserve
sexless.
the paint job.
Hashtag sexless24. Hashtag.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. Fuck it. What's a Crispo exhaust? What the fuck? I never heard of that. Have you?
No.
Hey, Knock! I was just getting my blanket ready for my pull-out
Look,
bed.
wait.
I'm pulling
I
out my
wanna-
bed. I'm pulling
I
out my bed, Knock!
wanna re-
Can I send
I
you
wa-
a cockpit? You want to see a cockpit now? Knock!
Wow.
My God, fuck! Oh my God, look how it cuts in there with the scissor doors. Holy fuck!
Now, isn't I
As, lo-
think
as long as they're
isn't
more creative than Wolfgangs.
isn't this car based on like the LaFerrari?
Yes,
Or
yes, it is.
I-
Yes,
I
yes,
Look, I
believe-
want to
yes, it is.
retract my comment. I want to retract the comments I made about Dave.
Hey,
I don't want.
Knock.
I shouldn't have said.
Knock,
I
tell
shouldn't
you
have made those
honestly,
comments
Knock,
about his
Knock,
breast.
why don't
No,
we turn
what's
your
that?
camera on? I'm going to turn your camera on, Knock. Why
I
don't you turn
should.
your
I'm,
camera
I'm
on?
retracting.
Look at the interior. Fuck me dead.
I'm just
He
retracting.
retracted. He retracted.
Look.
Yeah.
We
Knock,
should
can
be more.
Can we change topic?
Hey.
Can we change topic?
No.
Can we
Oh,
change
right,
topic?
Archie. Just one sec.
Because I'll
Right, we
ask
should be
you
more
something, Knock.
considerate
What
to
are you doing? What
trans
swingers
people.
club are you going tonight? Which swingers club are you going
We
to
should be more
tonight?
considerate to
Which
trans people. Do you know
swinging
who's
club are you going
transitioning?
tonight? Which
You look
swingers
like
club are
you're
you going to tonight? Fuck Knock. This is incredible car. Look at this.
Limited to 25 and lucky number 8. See, you got lucky number 8.
8's not that lucky, is it?
Yeah, what are you talking
Mm.
about?
Let me ask you something. Hey,
In craps it is.
Arch, let me ask you a question, right? About this car. Let me ask you about this car. Do you
I just fuck with Nark. He's a cunt.
Paul,
You know
how do you how do I pull stuff up? Like when you came back, you were able to pull this up.
that?
How do I do
you
that?
need keys. I can give you keys to
Uh,
Put
You
your
know,
email address in the private chat, and I'll give you keys.
Producer Mark is buying this car off of those guys in Canada, the same supercar dealers that the DDE guys buy from.
Okay.
The daily driven exotics.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Let me,
I tell
Mike,
you what, I prefer the Lambo. I prefer the Lambo. Sorry,
Mike,
guys.
can I ask you a question,
I
Mike?
prefer the
I do
Lambo.
too. I do too.
Mike, let me ask you a question, Mike. Do you
Yeah.
reckon Dave has nipple clamps?
Okay, see you later,
Oh.
Nark. Go fuck yourself. Okay? I
Alright,
told
alright.
you. Don't fuck
What?
with my sponsors, otherwise you're out of here.
We'd have to figure out the kink level.
Like that
of
Lamborghini,
Dave.
that looks cooler. I'm sorry to say, it looks cooler than the Ferrari, and it looks cooler than the Maz.
I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
been a fan of the LaFerrari or of that. That's basically a LaFerrari body. Okay.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, and I just it's not one of my favorite Ferrari designs. I think they have a lot of other more beautiful designs. I'm not 100% sure this is based on the LaFerrari. I could be wrong, but nonetheless, this is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful car. My goodness.
Yeah.
Someday, maybe, I'll win the lottery. Who knows? If I win the lottery, Archie, I'll buy you the car of your dreams. You name it.
Hey.
If you could
I
buy
tell
the
you-
car of your dreams, what would you buy?
Actually,
If
it's
money
funny you say that.
if
It's
money
funny you
wasn't
say
an
that.
issue.
I think the thing is this, I think I would go for a Cabriolet, Bentley, or Rolls Royce.
Okay. Because you definitely lean more towards the luxury car.
Yeah, I'm
end of
too
the
old and
spectrum.
fat. I'm too old and fat to get
Yeah,
into those.
no, I'm
As
getting there.
Keslow said, Keslow, you said the seats were fucking awful in the M3.
only in the bucket seats. The upgraded
That's what they
bucket
come
seats.
with. That's what they come
No,
with.
no. It's a huge option. No, it's really expensive. They come with standard. I don't know what they call the standard seats, but the bucket ones are the carbon fiber for the.
Yeah,
it's
the
just really-
sports
It's
seats.
only for the track. That's the only time you want to be in those.
We got a super chat here. Madman, $5. There's been only one bloke who jumped on the panel uncomfortable with his sexuality day, and that is the narc. Yes. I got to be honest with you. I like to see people live their dream. My friend is a Maserati person. Look, you might be a Porsche person. You might be a B, whatever it is. But this is his dream. He wanted it. He's gone there and got it.
No. What is that? Is that a Subaru or a BRZ?
Stradale. This is a Stradale.
Oh, is that that's a Ferrari or Maserati? Okay.
Maserati Stradale.
Oh, that's right. The 3 little dots on the side kind of indicate Maserati, I believe. I could be wrong.
It's a fucking gorgeous car, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
On the second-hand
Very much
market,
so.
this is probably the greatest sort of semi-supercar you can buy, I think. Rear-wheel drive, front engine, V8. This is probably one of the last of the Mohicans because everything is going EV.
Well, you know, I've got my Porsche listed, and I've landed on my final car. This will be the last car I probably ever buy, recreational car I ever buy, if I'm able to ever buy it, and it's called a Caterham.
Yeah, that's the Lotus 7. Lotus 7, basically.
Exactly. That's what I'm shooting for next.
They're a great car. Go-kart is basically a motorbike. You're basically just an engine with wheels.
Wait. I'm going to know where the boundaries are. Wait. Arch, I'm sorry. I've got to retract some of the comments. I'm going to know the boundaries.
Sponsors.
What can I say? Can't I say? So I'm not allowed to. All right. So I know.
My sponsors who subsidize things, they're off limits. Tan is off limits. Higgy's off limits. Okay.
So I can't. All right. So I know. I can't comment about Dave's titties.
No,
right?
you
I'm
can't.
not going to bring that.
What about comment about you? You
all right.
Fucking...
So can I? I can't comment about.
We can comment. We can comment about.
All right.
All right. When you attack the targets that I want attacked.
All right. Just one sec. So I'm not going to
attack the cunts. Attack the cunts in the community.
I'm going to know the boundaries. I'm going to know.
He's going to get fucked. He's just being a cunt. That's his shtick. Get fucked. You know that? I had enough of him. I had enough of Narc. You know
I sent you a pic of the one I test drove today.
What did you test drive today?
Fucking cunt he is.
M3. Brand new.
Oh, I love the orange.
A new M3,
Fuck
huh?
me dead.
So that orange is a $5,000 paint job.
The new M3s.
Fire orange.
Don't the new M3s have the inline 6 in them?
Yes, they do.
The older ones had a V8.
The 6 is a better motor. That's a better motor.
Oh,
you want the 6.
I agreed. I've owned a few of them.
Look at it here, Mikey. Fuck, that's. I think Coco would approve.
Yeah, no, that's a sexy car, man.
Fuck, that's gorgeous. Yeah, but you said it was brutal. See, I reckon for you, Keslow, an M340 would be enough.
Right.
This is brutal.
The fact that it's a smoother ride too.
When are you going for a drive in an M340?
Yeah.
Tell me that. When's that happening?
Well, the nearest one is kind of far. I got to drive out there. I'll have to schedule it.
You know, the M4s
aren't there any more
hold
dealers?
their
How many
value.
fucking BMW dealers are there? How many fucking BMW dealers?
Dude, believe it or not, that specific model is sold out. It's hard to find that one.
The M340? Bullshit. They're secondhand. You can buy them.
Oh yeah, secondhand, sure. But I just want to test ride a new one, see how it feels.
Look, once you do a deal on a secondhand one, much better. Get a 2-year-old one.
Secondhand Beamer, that's scary.
No, an M340, 1 or 2 years old is not. You're buying a 10-year-old Porsche. That's not scary.
Buy a certified pre-owned lease return from the dealer, and you'll get the full 4-year warranty as you would a brand new car.
Why don't you go and get a deal on an M340? They secondhand. Get a second. You
say that again, Mike. Say that again. If you buy on a used, you can on a used.
When somebody leases a car and at the end of their 2-year lease, they agree to not drive the car usually over 20,000 miles, right? And then they return it and usually, get a different car. So what they often have in stock are lease returns, okay, with 20,000 miles or under. And so they do a really thorough check on them, and then they sell them as certified CPO, certified pre-owned.
Oh yeah, certified pre-owned. Yeah, of course, of course.
But along with that comes the warranty that you buy if you bought it new, which is 4 years, 40,000 miles. And if you buy a CPO, it'll come with that same 4-year, 40,000 mile guarantee.
I think it's 2-year now. At least with Porsche, it's 2-year.
Last BMW I bought was 4 years, 40,000 miles. They may have changed it.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the reason I bought my last 2 BMWs, because they were still under warranty, and I had 2 years left on the warranties, and bought them with low miles for a song, because, you know, once they get them in, they don't give the person shit back for them, so they can, you know, sell them for a reasonable price. And but they do offer, like I'm saying, if I'm not mistaken, they offer it with the brand new warranty. So you can buy with confidence if you buy a pre-owned BMW from the dealership, a CPO. Now, one of the BMWs I bought was not a CPO, but I never had a problem with it. So I owned it for 3-4 years and sold it. And then Archie drove in my second one. That one was a CPO, and was great. Never had a problem with it. And but I drove it, with the ease of knowing that it was all fully under warranty. And it even came with like roadside assistance, and it came with a lot. That warranty that they offer, 4 years, 40,000 miles, is, if you actually take full advantage of it, even if it's just for tires, like, you can, for a few extra bucks, you can get the tires and wheels insured. So when they wear out, or you bust a wheel or blow a tire and damage the rim, boom, it's just, they just put a new one on, no questions asked.
There's one thing about these M3s with the ceramic brakes. Like I was telling me, if you're really ripping on this, there's people that need new brakes after 15,000 miles. And they ain't cheap.
Wow, I heard they lasted a long time, and the only thing about them was now for the street, it's not an issue, but for racing, they don't really work until they're really hot. And so on a racetrack, you've got to, do a lap or two and do some hard braking and get those rotors really glowing red hot, and then the carbon brakes will work. And I heard that the carbon brakes basically never wear out. They don't. The rotors don't wear. Maybe it goes through pads. I don't know, but I heard the opposite. I heard that the carbon
He was
brakes,
telling me how that's not part of the warranty, but you can add it in.
Yes, exactly. So when you buy this CPO, certified pre-owned, at the dealership, and you're buying it, they'll ask you, okay, this car comes with a CPO. Would you like to add this or that onto, the existing part of the warranty? And it's they hand you a pamphlet of everything it covers, and you can say, I'd like these extra things also covered, and it'll cost a little bit more, but it's worth it, because like a Porsche or a BMW or a Mercedes, anything, any German car, anything happens to it, it's thousands of dollars, So the only way to really own it is if it's under warranty. After that, move on. Basically, or just stash 10 grand away for the next time it takes a shit, because that's what it's going to cost you to fix it. But
Right.
just buy certified pre-owned, and you get the full warranty from the dealer. You're getting a car with 20,000 miles on it's just barely broke in. And they always put new tires on them. But when you and unlike a lease, you're free to like chuck those run flats and put some decent tires on there that ride like pillows compared to run flats, and stick 1,000 times better on the road.
Hello,
Hey,
just-
Uzi, how are you?
dude. I was hearing Mike talk, and I just fucking I had to jump on. I had to stop it. I had to stop it. I'm not gonna lie, man. I mean, I appreciate it, but you go on and on and on. I just can't do it.
Oh, sorry, Izzy.
No, you're fine, dude. How many new cars have you have? Come on, be honest. I don't see you the type of guy that buys a brand new car. I don't see it.
The only brand new car I've ever bought was my Subaru BRZ.
What year was it?
It was the first year they came out. I
How,
bought
how,
it.
how long ago?
This is like 7, 8 years
Oh,
ago.
the 80s,
probably.
yeah.
You know, the first year of the BRZ / Toyota FRS, which is it was a collaboration between Subaru and Toyota. So it's got a Subaru motor. I think the chassis was made by Toyota. And
I know. I cut the cats off them all the time. They're junk.
yeah. Okay. Well,
It's got the
anyways,
3 converters. It's got the 3 of them, right?
it's got the Subaru motor, the flat 4.
I don't care about the motor.
What
Mikey,
was your
they
question?
use the Subaru motor in the Toyota as well, do they?
Yeah. No,
They all use Subaru motor.
The
Is
Toyota,
that Subaru motor? Is that Subaru motor any good?
It's decent. Yeah.
No.
The problem, I was actually looking at a Subaru for a friend, and they said they use CVT transmission as standard now. You can't get a non-CVT.
Well, so Nissan is pretty much primarily CVTs these days.
But aren't they trouble CVT?
Not if you change the oil regularly, like you do your engine oil. They're not like a regular gearbox or automatic where.
All right, I have objection. Sorry, I was muted. I got the CVT on the Subaru Outback, no problems, and it's a sealed transmission. You can't get to that fluid.
Well, they have to drop the pan, and it has to be done at the dealer. I just had mine replaced, mine serviced. I have a Nissan with a CVT, and I changed the oil out at 100,000 miles, and I believe I extended its life because that's its issue.
Oh,
It's just the type of transmission is different, and it requires oil changes periodically, unlike most automatics and manual transmissions, which will you usually will last the lifetime of the car almost. You don't have to really think about the transmission fluid or changing it. So
I got 150,000 miles on the Outback, no problems with the CVT.
Yeah,
No
I
problem.
got 128 on mine, no problems.
They're good. The only thing you could say bad about them is they drive like a snowmobile.
Yeah,
Like a gum band. They give you car sick when you're driving them.
well, when they're cold, they kind of hunt. They'll kind of the motor will kind of rev up and down until the tranny gets warm, and then it just runs smooth as butter.
I love a good tranny. I love a good tranny.
A hole is a hole.
Yeah, but that's the only new car I've ever owned. The other cars were, like I said, the 2 BMWs that I got at the same dealership, and one was a CPO, one wasn't. I love both of them.
How do you negotiate? And you got any negotiating tips for Keslow? Keslow needs to know about negotiating. He hasn't done much car buying.
Go in, let them give you the schmeal, act like you're highly interested, and then walk the fuck out. And they will chase you down and lowball them. Okay, first of all, look, feign interest, then walk out, lowball them, and then walk away. And almost guarantee you they'll call you that night or the next day, and they'll say, "You know what? We'll take it for what we'll take your offer."
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Can we talk about super clone watches, please?
Sure. I
want to get one. There's different tiers. There's different tiers. You have to do like the secret handshake on Reddit. You got to know like a dealer on Reddit. There's like this whole list of what to do, how to buy. It's like a fucking dark underground. I didn't know about this.
Oh yeah. Do you want one?
It's like the Freemason. Yeah. You got to connect, dude. Let me get your dude.
No, I've got one. I'll give you.
No.
My brother bought it in Singapore, and
What kind?
it's a green Submariner.
Oh fuck no! I want the Guinness. I want the Guinness.
Okay, well, if you go to Singapore, you can have them for under $100, and they are very hard to tell the difference between.
Do they at least plate it in gold? Is it gold plated, or is it gonna be like is it gonna make my skin turn orange or whatever, or green?
I couldn't tell you about the gold part.
Shit.
The watches I've seen that were super clones were all steel. But
Arch, do you have any recommendations on a super clone dealer?
No, I don't like.
no.
Why are you going to buy super? Who the fuck? What? What
I-
What the fuck?
I don't condone buying them.
Why are you buying a? Why would you buy a super clone?
I don't know, because I can't afford the real one, so I figured I'd get a super clone instead.
Yeah, you know what? You're better off.
You've
just
already got it. You got a day date. Why would you?
Seiko and be happy with that, and save your money. Don't wear a fake watch, dude.
Your fake is so horrible.
Is it that bad, guys?
It is, especially if you have a friend who's a watch guy and he finds out.
See, I think it's more cheating yourself, because you're gonna.
Well, what if I just tell everybody? I say, hey, like, this is my nice super clone.
Super chat's just come in, Mr. X, $5. If you had to buy one, Aston Martin Valhalla, or 2019 Ford GTU.
Ford GT,
Ford
baby.
GT,
Ford
all day long.
Yeah, the Aston will depreciate like fuck. The GT, he's talking about. They're like the supercar one, isn't he? He's not talking a Mustang GT. He's talking like that supercar one.
Yep.
That yeah, you definitely go with that. Dirk Diggler, $2. I just took a shit and Mike is still talking.
Oh, so what, man?
And Mobster, $5.
You're getting more.
Back in my day, blowing a tranny was car problem. Now it means something completely different.
Yes, it does.
Hey, Arch, I don't want to interrupt your show, but why did you leave me backstage like right when you started? Because watch Nick jumped on.
No, I had Thorpe. I had Thorpe on. That
was real interesting, huh?
Yeah, no, I had the premium. That was an exclusive. He asked me for exclusive interview with no one on. That's what he asked me.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I just got dissed. Well, yeah.
No, that was that interview was worth its weight in gold. I needed that interview.
Who is that?
That's you.
That's not me. That's not me.
That was
my bad.
That's got to be at Los Angeles. Yeah, that was LA. That was LA traffic.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul.
Got the window open. Got the window open. We got action outside.
Yeah.
So, Uzi, sorry about my rambling. You know what? I would just consider it. You're getting more bang for the buck.
On.
Well, you know, my ramblings are worth a lot. You know, they're valuable.
But can we get the condensed version, please?
Yeah, I'll try to like. Long story short,
No, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just messing with you.
I'll do it just for you, man.
No, do what you want.
I like you, Uzi. And
everybody likes Uzi.
You give me a bad time, you know, sometimes, but it's it's kind of standard operating procedure for most of the people in the chat. And
I'm just hungry. I need curry.
Do you like hot curry or regular curry?
Medium.
Because man, I'll tell you, you ever eaten hot Indian curry? It's a different kind of hot burn. It's a full body burn, you know?
There's like a 1 to 10 scale on it, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like, you know, Mexican hot where you just burn your tongue and you're like, and you grab a glass of water. It just, your whole body starts heating up and you start to sweat and you got to, you know, take your sweater off and, man, Indian spicy hot is like a completely different animal.
Yeah, speaking of curry, I did something a little out of character the other day. I stopped at this restaurant in the hood. It's in like a bad part of Pittsburgh. It's called Homewood. It's ghetto as fuck. So I walked into this restaurant. I stopped. I didn't want to get out of my vehicle because it's pretty bad up there, but whatever. And it's this rundown looking building, and it said Caribbean food. So I walked in and there's like this glass, like you know, when there's something covering the cashier, and there's like this tiny little slot to slip your money in. That's how bad it is because they get robbed all the time. I
Oh
got
wow.
this, yeah, dude. I got this chicken curry, whatever it's called, from it's like Caribbean curry. It's Jamaican food. It was fucking amazing.
Jerk chicken.
I don't know if it was.
Jerk,
Yeah, I think they
jerk
did say
beef.
something about jerk, but it was like curry chicken with these kind of beans. It was good.
I think jerk just refers to it's blackened. You know,
Just
it's
got
like
another super
I think
chat's
it's-
just come in here. Patel Philippe, $2. AC3, what sort of booze you got laying around? Unfortunately, Tan, I finished the blue label.
Where's the monkey shoulder?
That went ages ago. That's gone. I got nothing. Pretty desperate.
You got to start
to be honest.
promoting. What is it? Murphy's. The fuck was it? You know, have the punters buy you something
Yeah.
from what's that place called?
Dan Murphy's.
Dan Murphy's. Boys,
It
if you
is-
want to
it
put
is-
upon a drink,
It is what it is. We got Patel Philippe, $2. What sort of booze you got lying around? Not much, I'm afraid, Tan. Not much. But this is this Boxer, that's expensive money, isn't it? Why is it so much?
oh, you know, these are just asking prices.
33,000. How old is it?
These are like 2015, 2014.
What's the one for 40 grand there?
Oh,
40 grand.
GTS. There's a GTS.
Oh yeah.
That's expensive, but isn't it?
60 grand. Yeah, that's up there. Here, let's go to. We'll just put in. We'll put in great price. Good price. Here we go. 16 grand. That's a little budget.
It's kind of funny. The 16 grand one looks really cheap compared to the 60 grand one. You know what I
You
mean?
notice that?
Yeah. Do you notice
Just
that
slightly.
too?
Just slightly.
It's funny how it just really hits you, doesn't it?
I wouldn't buy these high end cars used like that. Maybe with like 5,000 or 10,000 miles on them. That's it. That's me though. I wouldn't do that.
Here, let me show you what's. This is what everyone really wants to get. Let's go low to high. All right, mileage. Let's go to mileage. So what's max mileage? 60?
Fuck no, 10,000. Don't buy anything with
40.
no 10,000 miles. Don't get anything with more than 10,000.
It's gonna be the same price as a new one.
No, it's not. Not even close.
Yeah, it is. It is.
No, it's not.
Trust me.
No way. I've done it before.
Not on the 911. It's not. Uzi.
I was
Oh,
looking at this.
they're special.
Yeah.
This one's got an accident.
Okay.
I was looking at this one before.
That's no.
2015.
Fuck. It's still expensive for an accident one, isn't it?
Oh, well, this is probably the cheapest you can get it. So the 991.1 though is really the one I want. The naturally aspirated, no turbo. It actually sounds different than the others in a way I kind of like.
The GTs all sound, have really awesome exhaust systems on them, and they just sound insane. But
how's the red top? Is the red top too much on that?
Yeah, it's terrible.
It pulls it off.
No, it's
It depends on what color the interior is.
It's black. I think it's black.
Yeah. I just checked, and the PDK transmission is a dual clutch transmission. It's Porsche's version of it. And those boxes are just fine.
I love them. Yeah, I like the dual clutch.
I just don't like straight regular automatics, like with a torque converter, a slush box. I don't like.
Yeah, they downshift. The dual clutch is downshift.
I think their previous generation Tiptronic was like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a paddle shifted automatic, is all it was. It had a torque converter and it would shift on its own if you put it on that mode, or you could put it on a manual mode and use the paddles or the stick to shift. But it was a slush box. It had a torque converter. It was an automatic transmission. They're very different than a dual clutch or a dual clutch transmission or a manual. Very different.
The duals drive like a fucking manual. They like downshift when you slow down. You can hear it rev. It's cool.
Yeah,
I
no,
like
they're like 8-speed automatics or 10-speed automatics. They are greatly improved over the automatics of old. But if you're a performance guy and you're looking at something like a 911 or an M3, you got to get either a manual or a dual clutch. You don't get it in an automatic.
You got a super chat here, Patel.
We got a super chat. It's got a great super chat here. We got Patel Philippe, $2. AC3, pull up a 9458 for Keslow. That's his.
Here, I
jam.
got it for you here.
They're expensive. They're expensive. Would you ever get a Ferrari?
These are insane. How much are these?
Probably like 400, 500 grand would be my guess.
So 458. Model is 458. 90210. They have normal 948. No, so 458, non-Italia. Fuck, 200. Yes, that's way above your budget, isn't it?
Yeah.
Take the Italia out. Take the Italia out. Maybe the Italia is a special version. Just 458.
They're all in the 200 and up range.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. They're not cheap. These fuckers are not cheap.
Holy shit. $180.
$180, hey?
Yeah, but look.
That's
Read
for
the
a
ad.
fucking 14-year-old.
It might be wrecked, or it might have really high
Right.
miles on it, or something. That's
never buy the
reason.
cheapest one. That looks fucking insane. The
Yeah.
red. You got to go red. Ferrari red. Come on.
Yeah, I have to agree. If it's going to be a Ferrari, you got to do Ferrari red. I mean, yellow. Okay, it gets a pass. 'Cause,
Dude, the brake caliper is matching the logo. Fuck. That's good.
Oh yeah.
This is insanity. Oh my god, imagine.
Guys, I'm going to wrap this show up. I got to take my son. I'm going to have a quick New Year's meal with him.
Wrap her up.
It's Happy
Nice.
New Year's for you. Happy New Year's, Archie.
Yeah, Happy New Year's, guys. I want to thank everyone who super chatted today because that really means a lot to me. And I got to tell you guys, it's been a difficult year. Next year, hopefully, will be better. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. We had a great interview with Paul
Good show
Thorpe.
today.
It was great.
See you guys.
Upvote. Thanks, Uzi. Please upvote. Let's go through the list.
See you, Uzi.
Patel Philippe, $100. Red Shovel, Patel Philippe, Diop Tree 75, The Watch Colony, JD Montreal, Red Shovel again, Patel Philippe, JT, Apes, Patel Philippe, Diop 75, Patel Philippe, Lord Charfield, Selski, Original OC, Rich Mitch, Patel Philippe, Panerai Ferrari, Sam Davidson, Madman, Mr. C, Patel Philippe, Diop Tree 75, CB, Patel Philippe, Mr. Zoso, Patel Philippe, CB, Pavel, Patel Philippe, Pound the Drums, CB, Old Fart Rants, Patel Philippe, CB, Patel Philippe, Madman, Mr. X, Dirk Diggler, Mobster, Patel Philippe. Patel Philippe. Guys, that's the show today. Thank you.
Good
for
one.
watching. See you tomorrow. Love you all.
Bye, Archie.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you for having me on, as always.
Hey, thanks, man. We love you. Thank you.